Woo, what's going on, everybody? Wow, it's kind of loud in here. I got all the air conditioners running and everything else in here, so you're going to hear some extra noise in the background probably, but hey, you know what? You have to deal with it. Anyways, we are light Rex Ramrod tonight. He's not feeling the greatest. He's been working all weekend at the racetrack. I think the man is dehydrated because it's been rather warm here in good old Ohio. But we do have a friend of the show here tonight. I'm going to bring him in the stream right now. There he is.
Oh, Lord, I have to listen to my own voice. This is going to be interesting. Hey, boys and girls, how y'all doing out there tonight? Different little aspect. I'm not used to this setup.
He's like, you're not used to hearing yourself talk?
Oh, no, I don't. I don't turn that option on. That's
torture. Really? I can turn you down a little bit there.
I'm good. No, turn it back on. I'm trying. Maybe I get used to it. I'll go back home and on my little thing, I'll start listening to myself.
Well, the good thing about it is you can, like if I want to play something here, like a little sound effect or something, at least you can hear that, which is nice, of course, I think anyway. If I want to do this, like you can hear it,
I got you.
Right? So that's cool. So anyways, Josh is here from Middle Tennessee, correct?
Yeah, Manchester, Tennessee, to be exact.
Manchester, Tennessee. We have a Manchester, Ohio. Did you know that?
No, I don't really go searching for all the other Manchesters.
There's a Manchester, Ohio. It's down south.
Uh-huh.
It's in, I believe, Adams County, maybe. I don't know if you get down that way or not with your job or not. So
no, we typically where I've been delivering at, it was Washington Courthouse area for a little bit there, but they actually I actually enjoyed delivering down here, to be honest with you.
You like good old Washington Courthouse?
That's a pretty nice area to deliver to. Amazing that all your mailmen typically walk to the door and deliver to the boxes in most of the inner city over there. They're just walking around just putting mail in the box, and I'm just like, man, I hate being walking. I was glad in my career as a mail carrier for 10 years, I drove my own personal car. I see these cats walking, I'm like, yeah, that's got to suck.
Now, now let me ask you a question since you're a mail guy, or we're a mail guy. Now, we would be rural out here, right? Technically?
Just depends on how the routes got cut up.
Because our mail carrier, Cindy, she drives a little Jeep thing. Like the
Jeep Wrangler?
No. Like the mail Jeep.
The white?
Yeah, the white mail Jeep.
Like the old style, like the 1960 style? Does it look like an old Jeep?
No. It's like the mail box thing that it's like has the right hand drive and
it, like the normal one you see at the post office. That's called it. Well, okay. For insider knowledge, we carriers call that an LLV, long life vehicle. We don't call it a Jeep.
A long life vehicle.
Yes. Well, because they've been in rotation since 1980.
So I guess they have been around for they do have quite a long life.
Well, a few carriers out there will attest the fact that their long life is well overdue. It ended probably in the early 2000s, and they just keep bringing them back to life.
Oh my God, I didn't know that. I do know that they're ugly.
Yeah, like they're built off a Chevy S10 frame, and then this company called Grumman put the actual box on there or whatever that you see today. Grumman. How do you ever say the words?
Like Northrop Grumman?
Yeah, y'all going to have to apologize on my language. I'm from the South.
No. You said Grumman. That's fine. But is that like Northrop Grumman, the same company, I wonder?
More than likely.
Because Northrop Grumman was obviously always
it was put out to the lowest bidder, and that's who got the contract way back when.
It's always scary when you think about that,
It's like what did they skip and say? Like my mind's safety, right?
That's what I always think, too. I remember the movie Armageddon. He said you're sitting on top of 2 million moving parts that was built by the lowest bidder.
Right.
It's like
I really cared about us.
Do I want to strap my ass to a rocket and shoot myself into space made by the lowest bidder? Think about it.
Why did y'all not take the highest bidder? I mean, hey, maybe he added some extra things like AC or something like that.
Right.
But maybe that's necessary in this summer heat out there. Just saying.
I don't know, man. I'll tell you that I wouldn't want to be a Grumman and Chevy collab, she says.
Yeah, that's where, thanks, Kristen, for reminding me. That's when I was talking about the S10 frame that it's built upon. Oh.
Chris Crane, how's it going, bud? How was your fishing last night? Just curious if you caught anything. I was actually up late last night. I almost texted you to ask you how you were doing, but I ended up thinking about it when I went to go pee, then I laid back down and forgot, apparently. So, anyways, we just had we went down to Kentucky today to see my brother-in-law. And I ended up driving both ways, which I usually never do. Mm-hmm. I usually make Lindsay drive. Because I drive for a living, I just don't want to drive. I'm just tired of it,
Yeah.
But today I drove, and I'm telling you, I hate everyone on the road.
Me and you both.
My God, they're so stupid.
Yeah, and you see it coming a mile away too.
Oh my God! I made a video today. She wouldn't let me post it, but we were in the left lane, and this is trucking related. And I know being on the road, you deal with this shit too. Yeah. Okay, the company I drive for, let me preface with this. Me and Chris drive the same company. Our trucks are limited to 65 mile an hour, no more. Okay, we know our fucking place, dude. We stay in the right lane. Okay, our trucks have a radar on them. I can tell you how fast the guy in front of me is going. Right. If he's going 66 mile an hour, I can't pass him, right? But these other guys, they don't care. No. They'll get in the left lane, and you got 66, 66.25. And they just ride with each other.
Oh, you just hit on my quip. It pisses me off bigger than shit.
Oh, my God.
Like, I know y'all can only go so fast, but when you look behind you and you see a fucking half a mile of cars behind you,
yes,
please get out of the way and let the flow of traffic, because all that does is make a dangerous situation back there.
And I can say this too, that sometimes you have the guy in the right lane's not paying attention, and then once he realizes, oh shit, that truck's past me, and I know he only goes 65, he'll speed up, and that makes us look like a bunch of jerk offs too.
Right.
But when that happens, guess what I do? I slow down and get in behind him. Because I know there's going to be a line of traffic behind me. It's just, it's inconsiderate, and most of them are not of the American descent.
Like, I get into those situations in the box truck that I deliver out of, the FedEx box truck. I deliver for FedEx now, for the listeners out there that may not know me too well. And they're actually governed at 76 mile an hour.
Jesus Christ.
Or at least all the ones. I had a few back in Tennessee. They didn't have a governor, and they were old diesels. And I mean, I ain't saying I did, I ain't saying I didn't, but there were times off a downhill it might have hit 81 mile an hour in a FedEx truck.
See, downhill in our trucks, if you hit anything more than, if you hit 74 and you back off, you're okay. If you hit 75, camera goes off, and
oh Lord,
then you're in trouble. So we got to be really careful about what we do.
But for anybody that may try to use this against me, FedEx happened to be listening for one. Oh,
they're not listening.
It was always in clear traffic. There was never ever any traffic around me when I pull silly shit like that.
Yeah, but you don't. So you're contracted though. So like, boy, I tell you what, I've been coughing for a month. I mean, is your contractor saying anything to you guys? You guys have cameras in your trucks, or are they just like whatever?
Oh, they fire people for absurdly speeding. I've never absurdly speeded.
Well, absurdly speeding is one thing. I mean, if you're running 76 and a 70, it's not absurd.
There was a situation where an individual was caught doing 95 on the interstate one time.
95
in a Ford Transit, one of the big ones. The individuals warned her that if she did it again, she'd lose her job. What did she do the same day?
She did it again?
She did 99.
That's a big 10-4.
Motherfucker rolling. Jesus. I mean, man, I've done, now my old job, who I used to work for, I drove a Kenworth big boy truck, and it would run triple digits if you wanted it to. And I'm not saying there's not a time that I was running down 71 to Cincinnati, which I ran a lot, that I was running, upwards of 85, 90 mile an hour. I don't think ever passed 90, but I like speeding, but the police don't agree. Yes, Lindsay?
I learned the hard way, almost a month ago? Yep.
That's definitely the, you definitely speed.
Yeah. And I still got a complaint with Ohio State Patrol. Y'all's car should not be gray. Blended into the road is not nice.
That is so funny. The old ones back in the day, so when I was a kid, they had the Crown Vics that were a little bit darker gray. Mm-hmm. That's why they're called Smoky Bears back then on the CB.
Okay.
We called them Smokies because they literally were like smoke gray, and they really blended in even more than the new ones do.
They need to be bright yellow. That's my
bright yellow.
You know how like in the European countries they have that fancy decals, like checkered flags on them?
I do.
Yeah, it should be illegal for them to try to use covert methods in order to get us. I learned that, what that actually entailed a little bit.
Well, you know what? And speaking from an ex-law enforcement officer standpoint, that right there in this country would be absurd. And I say that because actually my buddy and I were talking the other day. He's a truck driver now too. He got out of law enforcement like the rest of us, but they wanted us to wear these bright yellow jackets. It's like, all right, there's an alarm drop at a house or a business, and I'm going to that alarm drop in the middle of the night. Do I want the criminal inside there to see me in a bright yellow jacket? I mean, that makes you like a walking, talking bullseye, doesn't it?
It does.
Right. So it's like there's a time and a place for it.
Very true.
You know, like if I was writing a speeding ticket on the side of the highway, okay, I'll wear a yellow jacket. If I'm walking around the house and try to look in a window to see a man beating the fuck out of his wife, I'm not wearing a yellow jacket.
Oh, okay. We're still in the police conversation.
Yeah.
I was like, why is a truck driver walking around somebody's house?
No, I'm just saying it's like I'm going with what you were saying
I
there.
got you. Oh, no. I just, for us that tend to enjoy getting places relatively in a decent time.
Yeah, like my wife.
Yeah, like nothing absurd. Just make yourself visible so when I see you, I can do a courtesy slow down before you get that speedometer or speed gun on my ass. That's it.
That's fucking funny. So they got you in Ohio, right?
Yeah, it got me just right outside of Grove City, coming off the terminal at the end of my day. I did what I was doing 85 that I recall, but he showed me the gun for 82, and I'm like, I'll take it.
Yeah, you'll definitely take it. So in Ohio, your speed limits, I believe, was 50.
Well, it was 65 on that part of the interstate.
I'm like saying like the schedule for like points. 15 or not points, but for fines. I think it's 15 or less over. And then once you hit 16 to 20, it's like a different payment. And then 20 and up is more. But in Ohio, if you're going over 20 mile an hour with the speed limit, it's considered reckless stop. You can go to jail for it. So,
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, fortunately, none of that happened. And I just went to court and got the points taken off my license.
that's good. At least they did that for you because you're in Franklin County, and usually they're pretty rough on people.
They
From what I
were
hear.
pretty booked that morning. They were trying to shuffle people through when I walked in that courthouse.
Well, you got lucky then. You got real lucky. Now, would that have affected your job if you would have got a ticket?
Yep, that would have. Next time they look at my motor license, vehicle, whatever registration, whatever they look at when they see that stuff, they might not have let me keep delivering. From what I'm talking with other people, it's a toss-up in the air, depending on the situation. But
Really?
yeah,
You have points on your license now from like down south?
I ain't had a ticket in at least 8 years.
Well, then you would think they would give you a break then. I mean, if you only have one ticket.
Hopefully, well, I ain't got to worry about it now, but it's taken care of.
Good. I'm glad. Because I tell you, those troopers, they can be rough in Ohio, honestly.
Like, I'm enjoying this traveling with FedEx. So I don't want to stop it. This might be, I don't know, it might be my last week up here.
Oh, really?
I mean, I just started my rotation last week, worked 1 week up here, and now there's talk of moving out towards Illinois.
What part of Illinois?
Southern part of it.
Oh, okay, not up like Chicago or nothing. Okay.
No, we're going, and from what I'm told, it's heavily rural, so it's going to be a different environment. So it'll be interesting to go check that out. And that's kind of what I do. I enjoy, like, if my day is ever the same route back to back, it's always, like, annoying.
Yeah.
I love doing different things every day.
That's what's good about what I do. We never go to the same place. I mean, we go to the same place, but never, like, the day after. You know what I mean? It's always different. Mm-hmm. And you might go, like, A, B, and C today, but you might go like D, E, and F tomorrow, and then F, D, and E the next day, and it's always different. They're never the route of the same. It's always a little bit different, which is nice because I wouldn't want one of those jobs where you go the same place every day. We have guys that do that. Obviously, guys that have been there for a long time that want those kind of routes, and I would not at all want to be one of those guys.
It just, when you do the same, like I experienced as a mail carrier for 4 years, I ran the same route each and every day. I mean, you love your customers out there. You love to get to meet them, have the conversations. But at the end of the day, when it's 3 hours in, you're just like, damn it, when do I get to go home? I'm doing the same thing I do every day.
Yeah, I can see that.
You just
That wouldn't be fun.
kind of dragging. I mean, obviously good moments, but I used to run, like, if I get the same route back-to-back days, I'll run it a different way the next day. Like, say I ran it this way once, 1 to 8, I'll do the reverse. I'll run 8 to 1. And then I'll have customers thinking that there's a kind of a time I'm typically there, and they'll be like, why are you late today? Yeah, my bad. I started somewhere else today.
It's cool you have the prerogative to do that, though. Mm-hmm. So, like, when you get your packages in the morning, like, I've seen the back of those FedEx trucks when they come into the specific stores I deliver to, they look like a fucking shit show. I mean, for anybody else out there that wonders how these guys actually keep track of their shit, I want to know. How do you keep track of all the fucking packages and where they're at and where they're going? And
Well, my day starts when I walk in the station, and hopefully they're done loading. The mess that you see is typically due to a package handler not really caring about their job too well.
Okay, and you're a package handler, right?
No, I'm a driver.
You're a driver, but you also handle packages when you deliver them.
Yeah, package handler is the guy that takes them off the belt, puts them on the truck, and loads the truck.
Okay, so those guys actually work for FedEx.
They work for FedEx.
Okay, gotcha. Continue.
And so they have a loading schematic. Right? We work off what we call SIDs, and it's a 4-digit number that identifies the package. And
Okay.
it goes 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, 8,000, right? And there's different spots on the truck for them to put 1,000 and all the way to 8,000 packages. So ideally, the route is set up all right as long as it's put where the package needs to be. There's been many days I've shared on my personal page sometimes just how messed up my truck looks and how
I've seen your pictures before.
There's certain days if you ever seen the inside of a FedEx truck, sometimes I'll run what we call a 1200. It's got 1,200 cubic units of space inside of it. And that thing is filled to the brim, and I'm literally working from the first package I can grab on those days.
Really?
So it all depends on how. When I look at the truck in the morning, I'm like, okay, does this look chaotic? Does it not? If it's not chaotic, then I'll run the route the way I want to. If it isn't, then if it is chaotic, I have to actually figure out, okay, I can get this package, I can get this area. Let's go knock that area out so I can clear space on the truck and stuff like that.
So you got to sort your shit out, make it neat somewhat.
Somewhat.
Ugh. Chad, Josh is actually here at our house in the studio. Bet you and Kathy are jealous. Miss you guys. Is Chad on? Because if Chad is here and I haven't seen him comment, I'm going to give him a noogie.
Uh-oh.
I'll drive to fucking Iowa. Don't fuck with me, Chad. My God. Oh man, it's nice having you here. Really appreciate you, driving down from fucking Columbus, man. That's pretty cool of you.
I drove 7 hours up here. That's
Yeah, that's true. You did. So.
And today I've been on the road for almost 7-8 hours. Went to Indianapolis this morning, then from Indy to Cincy, and then from Cincy to Columbus.
That's a drive. That sounds like one of my days, kind of, honestly. So I get it. I mean, sucks.
And the first part of it from Columbus to Indianapolis, I rode. The Ford Transits, they've got a metal floor, I guess you could say. And we left out at 9 o'clock this morning. I grabbed my pillow, and my buddy already had the front seat shotgun. There's no other seats besides the two front seats.
Right.
So for 2.5 hours, I'm sleeping on the back of the metal in the Transit, just laying there, just praying to God they don't hit nothing. All right, just like.
Well, I mean, if they hit something you were setting up, it wouldn't matter anyway because you're not gonna be able to do nothing. So
if a wreck happens, I'm dead either way.
Right. So you might as well be asleep if you're gonna die.
Pretty much, that was the idea.
Okay, well, at least you got to get paid for sleeping. So.
Yeah, we got paid our normal rate today.
That's pretty slick, though. To be honest, I mean, if you get paid to sleep. Me and Chris Crane don't get paid to sleep, do we, Chris? I'm just tuning in. I wish you actually were tuning to us on a fucking radio or a TV, and I was actually live on somebody's TV. That'd be pretty cool.
You're going to have to buy a pretty big dish out there.
Yeah, probably. I need to buy some more subscribers. Oh, shit. I don't know. We've been off the air for a few weeks now, and I've been kind of just on hiatus. You know what I mean? If you want to light yourself up, there's a light right there actually behind you. This little lamp there. That's what usually Robert uses.
Holy shit.
There you go.
God damn, that's bright.
Yeah, you can turn it. Do what you got to do. He was in here before we started setting the camera up, trying to get the right angle and everything. It's not like Rex Ramrod when he's in here. We just pop the camera on and let's rock and roll.
Nah, the camera or the laptop that I'm got the camera off is literally sitting on a toolbox, boys and girls.
Hey, you know what? The Truckin Dad Studio.
I saw this down there. I was like, hey, you mind if I put your laptop on this toolbox?
There's actually, if you look inside that toolbox, it's actually kind of a special toolbox.
I'm not looking in the toolbox.
It's my shoe shine box.
Oh.
It's got a fucking kiwi in it, man. Jesus. Sick fucker.
You're the one that opened it up.
I did. That's true, though. It's my shoe shine box. Yes, I have a shoe shine box. I'm old school. I do shine shoes. I don't think any child. Nobody teaches how to shoe shine anymore. God damn, that fucker's still ugly.
Yes, I am. It didn't change any. Okay, I'm getting a little bit uglier the more this grows out there, Chad.
Actually, you know what? Chad's Facebook picture's from the DR still. That's the same as mine. As also from our trip. Yeah.
Where's mine? No.
I don't know. You should shine my feet with lotion, ire. See, my wife, the producer, just sits upstairs and in bed in the air conditioner. But hey, you know what? We do have air in here now.
No.
It's loud, but it's cool. It's not too bad, is it?
I feel good.
But it's right behind your back too.
Yeah, pretty much.
So
you got a little sweat beading down you.
Oh, it's going down the crack of my ass.
Do I need to point this to your waist?
No. Because then it's going to blow into your microphone and we have a whole hell of a
Yeah.
fucking mess. I mean, I could turn my fan back on if I really wanted to. I think I might.
I remember, like, I went 3 months without my AC working because something had broken. We didn't want to tell the landlord it broke.
Oh, fuck that.
We didn't want them inside the house. So I just sit there on the podcast, just beating sweat, just been like, have a little rag right there, and every now and then I'd wipe.
Yeah. Well, that's why, like, the blue lights, like, that you really can't see it on the screen too much.
Not really, no.
Exactly. See,
what y'all are saying, he's lying to you. He's filtering out the picture.
right? I'm editing as I go on the fly here. Oh shit! So, do you ever keep up with politics at all? Or are you not one of those guys?
From time to time.
You
Depending
know,
on the situation, if I hear something, I'll go kind of research it to kind of get both sides of the story and then form my thoughts on the situation.
it's honest. Like, I usually talk to Rex about politics. We always kind of bullshit about politics. I'm really I'm not in a political mood tonight. I think everybody just kind of knows where we're at in the world right now.
Yeah.
What's gas prices in Tennessee?
Hell if I know. I've been away for a week.
You don't know what they were when you left?
Like 340 maybe?
Fuck. See, why is Ohio so high?
Maybe.
Ohio, what? We paid
360 is what 380 maybe I paid up there by the Ohio State.
Yeah, that sounds about right. It was 375 when we went here this morning, I think. And and I think I got 40 cents off with my Kroger rewards.
Dude, if y'all don't know about this, if you got a Speedway card, all you got to do is buy 3 cooler items. You get 10 cents off a gallon.
So that's 3 Diet Pepsis, 3 Mountain Dews, 3 Cherry Cokes, in your opinion.
Well, Sundrop's not up here.
But have Sundrop.
Or it would be Sundrop. But, like, I built up $1.30 and got it for $2.40 a gallon.
That's not bad.
Now, it helped, but, like, I only put 9 gallons in there in my little Corolla. Like, 24 was better than 38.
So my Charger, ladies and gentlemen, the white Ghost no lean has returned to the premises. My car's been down for approximately I don't know, 5-6 months. I've been driving my pickup truck. I haven't even screwed with my car, and I finally got it fixed. And here, let me tell you a story about that, Josh. Mm-hmm. So I have this car out here. You see my car. It's an old cop car, right?
Well, it's the first time I've seen that. The first time I ever passed your house when I learned where you lived.
My silver truck was here?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
That's what I thought you drove.
No, so that's my car, right?
Okay.
So that car, this old cop car, it was, I drove it to work one day. It hadn't been a fucking year. No, it hasn't been a year. Anyways, I drove it to work. I came home, I parked it. I got up about, now mind you, it was snowing outside, fucking cold. And Chargers don't do well in the snow, but we'll tell that story in a minute.
Conversation to front wheel drive.
We'll get there in a second. So anyways, that morning I got home, I got in my car to go to work. At that time, I was starting work at 3:30 in the morning. Mm-hmm. So I was leaving about 2 o'clock to get to work and do everything I had to do.
I gotcha.
And it just wouldn't start. I mean, it started, but like it threw like 3 codes. It was idling real fucking weird. Now, mind you, I'm pissed off, right? I could barely get out of the driveway. I drove over to my mom's next door, got the truck out, drove it to work. And I was so terrified that it was going to cost so much money to fix my car that I just kept putting it off. Because I thought like the ECU was fried or something's really fucking wrong with it.
Yeah.
Guess how much it cost to fix it?
$250.
$227.83.
It's always the little things. You're just like, that's going to cost a lot. And you walk in there, oh, no, it's not.
Yeah.
It's the little things that turn in costing and
right.
Racking up on cars.
And you know what actually caused the problem?
What's that?
A fucking rodent chewed wires. Yeah, a rodent. Okay, and it got even worse because I let it sit.
Uh-huh.
A fucking rodent chewed more wires because what they actually had to fix to make the car run, that would have fixed the 3 codes that I actually had thrown originally, was $120. Mm-hmm. So by letting it sit, I caused another $127, $107 more worth of damage than I would have had not caused. So
Like
The lesson to learn here is, ladies and gentlemen, just fucking get your shit fixed.
that, or just go get a quote. Go get a quote, see what's wrong, then decide what you want to do about it.
I was terrified, dude. I was terrified. I was scared. I didn't know what to do. And I thought, if this thing costs a whole bunch of money, Lindsay's going to want to hurt me. And we all know my wife she's violent. I'm a battered, I'm a battered
she's
husband.
She's an angel, right?
I'm a battered husband.
We're legally obligated to say she's an angel, right? Wasn't that the paperwork I signed when I walked in here?
You didn't sign a contract today, bud. she's a husband beater, and I'm saying this right now that I'm a battered husband. I lie, she says. Yeah.
Look how sad he looks on camera right now.
That's why I shy away when anybody raises their hand. I always go like this. I just shied away from Josh. I get scared. So, anyways, talking more about rear-wheel drive cars. So, obviously, like, my car sucks in the snow. We know that. It snowed a pretty good clip here one night, and once again, it's like 2:00 in the morning, and I'm parked right where I'm at now, but I was facing out. I backed in. I thought this would be easier to I can get out easier. Okay, well, I have basically 295 drag radials in the back of my car, which is terrible for fucking snow. I don't know why I even have them on there. They're like, foot and, I don't know, like 14 inches wide, so they're not good for that at all. So I try to get out of the driveway. The car just it sit right where it was, and went like this. It just turned sideways. I couldn't go anywhere, and there was like 8 inches of snow on the ground. So my ass, pissed off, right? I get my lunchbox and I got my briefcase, and I march all the way across the yard, all the way over that garage over there, in 8 inches of snow.
Okay.
You talk about one pissed off motherfucker. That's why I put my car up for sale today on Facebook Marketplace, and I don't want to sell it. I love that car, but I know winter's coming, and I just don't want to. I don't want to deal with it. I kind of want to get studded tires like the old days. Remember? Do you ever see those?
Yeah, I've seen them before.
Oh shit!
Like, if I'm still up here in this area, it's something I'm gonna have to look into getting.
8 inches. 8 inches of what? Bullshit. That was a big snow. It's funny. The guy that came and towed it to the dealership, because it wouldn't even fucking run. He was the one that came and pulled me out that next day or whatever, because I had to call AAA to get pulled out because I couldn't go anywhere. Literally, I was just sitting there spinning. It was so slick, I could put the car in drive and let off the brake, and it would just idle spin. I mean, I wasn't going nowhere. I was fucked.
I've been there before.
You don't get snow down there, though, do you?
No, we get snow and ice.
You probably get more ice, don't you?
We get more ice.
Okay.
And that ice is what really causes the problems. Like, give me snow, just snow, and we're okay when we go out there. The ice comes into play.
See what she says?
Yeah.
She's a smart ass.
I mean, I wasn't here. I can't verify it, but if he said it, we're going to trust it.
Don't bother with the studded. Just get good winter tires.
Winter tires. I don't know if they make them for a little Corolla.
Winter tires?
Yeah. Do they? They make winter tires?
Blizz X.
Oh.
They're good tires.
I gotcha.
They're expensive, though. I think they're BF Goodrich. They don't make them as wide as I need, though. I'd have to get different rims for my car.
See, I'm not really worried about that aspect, like my personal car. I'm more worried, or not even worried. I'm more curious what happens when I'm trying to deliver in the FedEx trucks that are all rear-wheel drive.
Up here?
Yeah. All the FedEx delivery trucks are rear-wheel drive.
Do they shut down ever, or are they?
I don't know. In Tennessee, we did from time to time with the ice and stuff.
I would say there's like a level 3 snow emergency. They probably shut down.
I don't even know what a snow emergency is.
So here in Ohio, we have different, like if it's really bad, we have levels of snow emergency. You have level 1, level 2, level 3.
Okay.
Level 3 is technically...
Is that a blizzard?
Well, it just depends on the roads. It doesn't have to be a blizzard. It could be a bad ice storm. And if the sheriff of the county deems the roads are that bad, they shut the roads off. Basically, it's martial law.
So it's level 3 is nobody can be on the road.
Right, except for emergency personnel.
Okay.
Or essential workers. But I deliver groceries, and we're not considered
don't say essential workers to a mail carrier.
I don't know. I don't know if there's any Ohio mail carriers in here or not. Hey, Lindsay, tag Amy. She might know. She just started, but she might know.
Chad's out there in that area where I know I've seen some pictures of him and getting snow out there. From my understanding out there, y'all just go anyway, depending on the situation.
They're crazy.
Like, they'll be out there delivering in the snow, in the snow banks out there. Oh, yeah, I've seen pictures of it before. I've never actually had to deliver in a situation like that.
Ugh. I've been in the semi in some pretty nasty weather, but
Like, I've slid in a FedEx truck on ice before. I can't imagine what it is like sliding on ice in a semi.
Well, I'll tell you, when it happens, you could, if you had a piece of coal up your ass,
It ain't going nowhere.
it would probably be a diamond by the time you were done.
It's just like, you realize the responsibility and how big your truck is, and now it's sliding.
Well, what really gets you, and I don't know if Chris is still on, but he can attest to this, your trailer goes first.
Your trailer starts to slide first?
You'll look in your mirror and you're going straight, and your trailer is like, it's like this. Let me get my little
Oh, it
test.
just starts to kind of.
So you're going down the road straight like this, and then all of a sudden you see your trailer going like this as you're going down the road. So you got to steer out of it and try to bring it back around. Because if you slam on your brakes, that's what's going to happen. It's going to keep going.
Yeah.
So you got to speed up and like steer out of it and try to bring it back around.
Like the one time when we really got some snow, I was up doing DoorDash up in Nashville.
I bet that's a hell of a place to do DoorDash.
Yeah, it's a nice place, or at least in the area I was in. I was focusing my attention. And I wound up with my Jeep Commander, which was my mail vehicle at the time. But I was running out of it. And I went up somebody's driveway. All day I've been going through the ice and the snow just fine. But I knew I should keep an eye on that sun as it was going down, and it went down a little quicker than I thought. I tried to climb somebody's hill, wound up sideways in their driveway, about a 30% incline, 10%, 50, I don't know. It was pretty steep.
Pretty steep driveway.
And when I get to the middle of the driveway, I get up there, and all of a sudden, I'm like, okay, I got this. And then I feel the car slip at that moment. I say, ooh, I got it. The car starts to slip, starts to slowly, I'm easing on the brake, nice and easy, slowly go back. And then I realize, oh, shit, there's a fucking ditch right there.
Oh, no, you didn't
Back
go in the
down
ditch, did you?
And not only is there a ditch, but on the left side back there's one of those fancy light poles.
You took the light pole out too, didn't you?
So I'm sliding, and I'm like, oh, my God, please stop, please stop, please stop. And I get right about 5 feet away from the pole, and then my car completely goes sideways. So now I'm sliding sideways down the hill to the ditch and the light pole. And that car literally came to a stop that close to the light pole.
No,
I couldn't get out of my car because I was driving on the right-hand side.
Right.
I couldn't get out of my car. I had to go out the back of my truck. And then I had to walk up there and talk to this lady, and wound up crashing on a buddy's house that night that lives up there. I tell that story to tell this. The very next morning after all that stuff, it came even more snow. And what you were just showing there with your thing, it always, like, I respect truck drivers and the things that they do and the work they put in. Very much so. I don't respect bad driving decisions.
No, and there's a lot of that.
Right.
See, let me say this with what you're saying. A lot of companies out there, they force their drivers to, you can't technically force them, but they entice them to keep driving in bad weather. Okay? Like the company I work for, if it's bad, they say you're the captain of your ship. You shut that bitch down.
You know?
You just stop. You pull over, you find a safe spot to pull over, shut your truck off, turn your heater on, and just wait it out. Right? They don't care if it's snow, wind, rain. If you don't feel comfortable driving, pull over.
Right.
If you're tired, you pull over. You know, and then even if you're going to be late to a stop, as long as you tell them, say, hey, listen, I'm fucking tired. I'm going to pull over and take a nap because I don't feel safe. They don't really say nothing to you.
Well, like my big thing, it's not even really, it's just like the next morning I was going back home, and on the interstate was still bad. They still hadn't salted the roads.
Right.
I'm doing 35, 45 max.
And you're in a Jeep.
And I'm in a four-wheel drive Jeep, okay?
Right.
I understand four-wheel drive is not a godlike ability. It just helps you get out of situations. That's it.
Well, it helps you stay straight on the fucking road, too.
Right.
I mean, to be honest.
And I got semis going by at 50 mile an hour. And I'm just like...
They're always going to do that. You always get your super truckers out there that think they weigh 80,000 pounds and they can't slip.
Yeah.
Well, they can.
Oh, yeah. And
They can't. That's still going to happen. Remember that I talked about that little
Yeah.
truck going sideways? Yeah, it happens.
And just luckily that was not the moment that it happened, right? But
Yeah, I
it
know.
does happen.
Yeah, it happens all the time. When I was
Carelessness.
a deputy, 35 out here, you probably know 35, right? Since you've been around here. 35 is a primary route, but it's not like 71. So they kind of let it go a little bit. And man, they'd always wreck out here. They drive off the median, drive off from the ditch. You know, it was just terrible. It's awful. What other comments stopped for? I don't know what happened there. I haven't seen anybody say anything.
Well, maybe we just ain't being that interested when we're talking about work.
We're talking about driving. I don't know. Hey, we were a half hour late tonight. Usually we're on at 8:30 or 8 o'clock, and I changed my day. I missed Thursday nights.
You miss it?
I miss my Thursday nights. I do. But my new schedule, I can't. I don't have the
Time to do it.
I don't have the time. I can't. I guess I could if I moved it back a little bit in time.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not. I don't know.
Oh, it's definitely when you're planning what day you want to do it. Like I used to be, my off days would be Tuesday, Wednesdays, and I'd do my podcast on Tuesdays. Right. That way I knew when I woke up in the morning, I had no commitments to do that day. And also on my podcast, we drink quite a bit.
Well, we do sometimes.
I was smart today. I did not bring anything with me.
Well, I have plenty of whiskey if you want something to drink.
What do you got over there?
I have, let me see here. Sorry, I'm commenting back here. Or actually making a message. I have some Irish whiskey. It's called McConnell's. I don't know if I have a... Well, you can just have a swig of it, I guess. I don't care. Won't get in trouble. You got to drive back to Columbus. Hold on a minute.
I'm respectful about my alcohol intake.
Here. Oh, this is some good shit. I have here. Do you want a cup?
Nah,
That's all I got.
we're good.
Just take a sip.
I love this. I love doing this on the mic. If it does it, I love that.
Yeah, there it was. That's some good whiskey. It really is. Very tasty. I enjoy it.
Just for the boys and girls, let's get it out of the light. I can't get it out of the light. That's what we got.
No, that's Irish whiskey, Chad.
So here, how much proof? We got 42% alcohol.
That shit's smooth right there, bud. I'm telling you, for Irish whiskey, that's some good stuff.
That's pretty damn good.
That's good. I love that stuff. Yeah. Yep, that's one of my favorite. I like my proper 12, and not like Conor McGregor, but his whiskey's actually pretty good.
I tried it, wasn't my thing.
I like Irish whiskey. I'm a Jameson drinker. Backwash City, Lindsay says. Nah.
No, I know how to keep my shit in my mouth.
She always says that. Like, I'd be like, here, take a drink of my water. Fucking backwash. I'm like, we've been married. Have we been together for, 8 years?
It's like, how many times? Never mind.
Where he's going with that one?
No.
Oh, my goodness. So I'm trying to sell my car, like I said. I got it on listed on Facebook Marketplace, and I don't know if I really want to sell it or not. I just listed it just to see what happens. And man, people on Facebook Marketplace are fucking stupid.
Oh, yeah. They're going to try, like, how much did you list it for?
$7,500.
And what's the messages that they've been offering you?
Let's go through those. Hold on. Let me get a few more minutes here before we need to wrap it up. So.
Uh-oh. That flew by.
Yeah, we've been on for 40 minutes now, so. Jameson and Sprite. How about just Jameson straight with some ice?
That'll work.
I think so.
Don't mix my liquor. Just let me have it straight.
Okay, let's see here. I've been offered for trade. Hold on. I've been offered in trade a cough. Now, let's see here. Gotta find him. There's a lot of messages here. Let's see. Where's the first one? First off, was a scammer trying to $32.50. Yeah, you can have my back wheels and tires for $32.50. This guy, Micah is his name, and God bless him, he tried. I put for trade too, because I'm always open for cool trades. You know, I like different vehicles and whatnot. Mm-hmm. This guy says, hey, I have a 2003 Jeep Liberty that's lifted and modded for off-roading if you're interested in pics and details. I said, sure, send pics. Why not? You know, might as well see him, right? We're going to pop him up on the screen. That way you can see him. Everybody can see him. This guy wanted to trade me straight up. Now, mind you, I have a decent... You see my Charger. It's nice. Yeah, nice car. It's extremely quick. It's got a little bit of work done to it. You know, exhaust and electronic tuning stuff done. Definitely no Mustang, but hey, you know, it is what it is. Let me pull it up here. Let's see. And here we go. Come on now. There it is. Okay. This guy wanted to trade me this. Come on, pull up. There it goes. This is terrible slow. Oh, wait. That's fucking terrible. Hold on. There you go. He wanted to trade me that for my Charger. Even up. No money.
Yeah, that might be worth $35 at the best.
That might be worth $32.50, Chad. Jeep Liberties are garbage. Yeah, they
Well,
are garbage.
I mean, they're a pretty little interesting off-road vehicle if you do get one that's four-wheel drive.
Yeah, but I mean, if you're going to buy one for that reason, okay, I'm cool with it. But I'm not trading my Charger for that. There's no way.
Like, if you wanted that as a toy to go just on the weekends to go to a mud thing and just go let loose, that'll get the job done. But $3,500 max is what I'm giving for that.
Right. Exactly. So Facebook Marketplace is a wild place, man. If you never use it, it's a wild fucking place
I'll
out
just
there.
sit there and search through cars, just to be like, what's over here?
I do too sometimes, just see what people, have for sale or whatever. There's another one. Let's see. Got offered hold on.
2 crumble cookies and her second born. I don't know if you want a third.
Micah, Daniel, cease. I gotta go through all these messages. Let me find it.
No. You got an offer in chat. Gail in chat gave you an offer. I thought that's what you were reading off.
I will offer 2 crumble cookies and my second born. Well, I already have your second born, so.
Oh, family member out there.
That's Lindsay's mom. Glad she's listening. There's no politics talk tonight, Gail. We just left it out.
We ain't really talked about it.
Because Josh is kind of a liberal.
What?
He voted for Biden, I think.
I did not vote.
I'm just kidding.
I did not.
I'm just kidding. You better not. I wouldn't let you in my house if you voted for that son of a bitch.
I didn't vote at all. I just, I don't know. Like some of the things Trump's done, but there wasn't any motivation for me to go to the polls or whatever. Oh, yeah. Tennessee was going to go red no matter what I voted for.
That's true. Tennessee pretty much always goes red, so.
Pretty much.
So, yeah, I've been offered some interesting shit. One of them was a guy offered me this ugly-ass Acura, like 2004 Acura, ugly fucking SUV. Mm-hmm. The guy's like, hey, man, it's a great car. I'm like, all right, what's wrong? I always entertain it a little bit because, you never know. It might be cool as shit or whatever, right? So he sends me pictures. For one, it's ugly. He's like, man, it runs great, but it's like, but
there's always a but to these conversations.
Hey, it runs great, looks awesome, but so like maybe like the radiator could be replaced because like I hit like a tree. So the whole front of your car's fucked, and you're trying to trade me for a $7,500, $8,000 car.
We're going to have to redefine what his definition of runs awesome means.
Right, runs awesome, but it overheats because there's no fucking radiator. Okay, great. Had a guy offer me, now this is a good one actually. Dude offered me a, what was it? It was a Heritage Softail Classic, Harley.
Nice.
That one, if my wife wasn't mean and I had another car to drive, I probably would have taken him up on it. There was another guy offering me like a dirt bike. Mm-hmm. I'm like, okay, my car says it's worth, I have it listed for $7,500. Now, if you're going to try to trade me something, wouldn't you want whatever you're trading me to be worth somewhat close to that?
Pretty much.
Right. The only good offer I've had was a guy offering me a BMW 328i. Now, mind you, the Blue Book, Kelly Blue Book on my car is like 7, and Kelly Blue Book on this guy's BMW is like 5. So I'm like, all right, you give me $2,000, we'll have a talk. Mm-hmm. No.
Didn't want it. No,
nobody wants to. They don't want to spend the fucking money. Let's see. Lindsay wants Nutella and a foot rub. Well, you have a good husband for that. What are you talking about? Amy, hey, if it's a level 3 emergency, snow-wise, you still deliver mail? That's what I want to know. She doesn't need a piece of shit vehicle for work. Cheap, though. She's a new... Yeah. She's the one you talked to on came to your show, right?
Yeah, we seen her over there the other night.
Right.
Talk to you again. Oh, I'm just in a different environment for once. I'm not actually like my fire and brimstone that I typically am.
You can be fire and brimstone here, too. I like when you're fire and brimstone.
Well, what do you want to talk about? But we said we weren't going to get into politics.
Let's talk politics. I don't care.
But Amy, cheap POVs, God, the environment for rural mail carriers and POVs, that literally we could actually, we might actually need to talk about that next Thursday. Kristen, if you're in here sitting around, one of my co-hosts actually might be in here. Let's write that down and talk about the atmosphere of what POVs used to be, what they are now. Used to be your mail carrier drove out of one of the old 80s, 70s bench seat trucks or cars and trucks.
So you sit in the middle and drive, yeah?
I had a 1970 Buick Century when I first started. Oh, yeah. It's a pretty little car. And I sat in the middle and had my mail in my lap and all that stuff. And that was back when the days before Amazon, to where you literally had days where all the mail fit in the box. You never once got out to go to the door to deliver a parcel.
Because we have packages everywhere, right? Yeah.
Well, there was none. What you would typically deliver was medicine and stuff like that, small envelopes. But now with Amazon changing the game and what package delivery means, yeah. But cheap vehicles nowadays. My go-to way back when was the 2000 to 2004 Jeep Grand Cherokees. You can typically get them from anywhere from like $2,000 to $3,000. And what I would do is there should be places, back at home in Cleveland, Tennessee, there's a place that actually converts them to right-hand drive. And that's
that'd be cool.
$2,000.
Chad, is that what you drive now? Is a 90 Pontiac Bonneville or 90 Pontiac Bonneville?
It might be. But the scam of the whole thing is a lot of people run after those Wranglers, those Jeep Wranglers that brand new and all that stuff, even the used ones.
Yeah.
The used Jeep Wranglers can go anywhere from $15,000 to $20,000.
I was looking at Wranglers, so I like them a lot.
Yeah.
They're outrageous.
They're ridiculous.
I mean, completely. Like, I love the 4-door Wranglers. I'd love to have one.
They're nice cars, but they're ridiculous.
Jesus Christ. They're like premium priced.
And then when you put it into like an RCA that makes a rural carrier associate, which is a rural carrier sub, makes $19.06 an hour right now at the lowest end, they can't afford a $15,000, $20,000, $35,000 vehicle.
No, your payment on that's going to be $400 a month.
But they're also required to provide a vehicle, and they're not guaranteed no more than 1 day. Now, there's a lot of RCAs that are working well over 1 day, but there are some out there that aren't. And you're required to provide a vehicle in certain situations if your office deems it, right? And it's just like, well, hell, part of my employment is having this 10,000. Like, I don't know. Most of my cars until I became regular were under $6,000, right? And I always try to limit it.
That's sad, honestly. Like, I mean, us truck drivers can bitch and piss and moan about stuff, but let's be honest, you mail carriers get fucked. I mean, I'm not even one. I know this show's about mail carriers, but originally the show was supposed to be about
just me.
No, but originally the show was supposed to be about the working man.
Right.
Like truck drivers, mail carriers, welders, plumbers, electricians, that kind of shit. We kind of evolved into a bullshit session about politics, a bullshit session about life, racing, cars, whatever. But get right back to like our roots. Mm-hmm. That's fucking sad. Well, I mean, you can't live on 19. Let's see. Amy said $19.50 an hour now.
Amy did. I can't. I haven't kept up. Even though I do a show about this, I'm guessing they finally processed the contractual changes. There were supposed to be contractual raises, but the Postal Service, for technical issues or technical timing and programming and shit, the contract was signed at the end of March, but now they're finally getting their contractual raises that they should have been. So they're earning what they should have been, but they still haven't got the back pay from it, and that's going to be another fight. We're probably going to wind up talking about that next Tuesday as well, the ongoing situation there. You deliver out of a 2016 Honda Civic.
How does that work? Don't you have to drive from the other side?
Did you take the center console out of that car?
Yeah, I don't know how that even works.
Or you just... Never mind. They're bad. No.
Or did she get one of them like steering wheels that go on the right side? Can't you do that too?
You can. Like, that's what I did. When
chicken brakes and all that, like you used to when you were, I straddle my center console.
I was going to make bad comment.
Oh, man.
Oh. But yeah, you straddle the little thing or whatever. But no. When they convert the vehicle to right-hand drive, they basically put a pulley and lever system in it.
Oh, my God. Is it safe? I mean, honestly, is that fucking even safe? Like,
is it safe and like you can drive it from point A to point B? Yes. But is it safe if somebody hits you head on?
No.
You gonna have legs no more? Probably not.
Oh,
I wish I had a picture of the setup, but I don't think I do.
I'm sure we can find one.
Postalthings.com.
Postalthings.com.
No, I think it's what it is. It's a company out of Cleveland, Tennessee. Chad just put a pedal kit in his, and those do exist. And there's like 6 or 7 companies nationwide that actually will ship you a conversion kit for you to install yourself, or if you go to their locations, they'll actually do it for you.
What is it again? Postal what?
Postalthings.com, maybe.
We're going to check it out. The post office brags and talks so much about safety, but has us doing dumb shit like that.
Yep.
Postal Things Incorporated. Right-hand drive conversion kits.
That's it. That'll be what.
Flip windows.
But Amy, that's no truer statement.
Mail trays. Vehicle signs.
Go up. Click on that one.
Right here?
Yeah, that one, the conversion kit thing. Yeah.
Oh my God.
That's what's been in
That's
all.
the ugliest fucking thing I've ever seen in my entire life. Hold on a minute, I'll share it.
My Jeep Commander, all my Jeep Grand Cherokees, my Ford Explorer that I had at one time.
So how much does this system cost to do?
Back when I last did it in 2016, we converted my brother's Ford Transit. It cost a little over $2,000.
And they don't pay any of that.
No. Now, it is wrapped up in what they call EMA, Equipment Maintenance Allowance, in which rural carriers are currently getting someone just posted in our Discord, 97, 95 cents a mile or whatever.
Ford Transit. This is awful.
Yeah, but that little Ford Transit Connect has space for packages. That's exactly the same truck car my brother drives on his mail route back in Tullahoma, Tennessee.
StruTech does a full conversion for $1,200.
Oh.
Yeah, but I mean, like, just like the setup itself. Whoever came up with that idea.
Oh, they had some alcohol the night before.
They did, but I'll tell you what, they're making bank now because y'all are using it, right?
Well, because there ain't many options. Used to be you get the old Subarus, the Subaru Legacies. They came in. They imported the Jeep Cherokees, but now the Jeep Cherokees from Japan or whatever, they used to import those, and they still might do it. And there's a lot of import Japanese vehicles in the market.
Yeah.
You go search them, you'll find some weird-looking vans on the marketplace. But I don't know. When we're talking about POVs and the carriers, it's just like, yeah. Like
I feel bad for y'all. I wouldn't want to do that job.
I want to rant because of Amy's comment, but this ain't my place.
I mean, go ahead and have a short rant. We've got a few minutes. I don't care. I mean, a lot of people on here are postal workers, honestly, right now.
Well, I mean, it's one of those things. It's no matter your company, right? No matter the company you work for, you probably walk in and you get a lot of stuff about safety, right? Safety depends on you. It used to be posted right beside the mirror in the men's bathroom in the Tullahoma post office. It might still be there. Safety depends on you. And then they want to talk about all these things, but then there's situations to where like delivering out of the middle of a mail vehicle, for example. And there was a situation back when I was a carrier out of Georgia. The lady was driving out of the middle of her car. It was a Ford Ranger, and I used to do that way back when, so I knew exactly how she was delivering. Got caught in a horrible ass accident, lost her life. Okay, delivering the mail. The very next morning, I kid you fucking not. The very next morning, the post office had a statement from the area VP of the eastern area saying that she should have wore her seatbelt. It would have saved her life.
I got nothing to say to that. I'm sorry, I don't.
I don't know. It's just one of those things. It's like that woman couldn't wear a seatbelt. She was literally, they make seatbelt extenders, but they're uncomfortable. You can't do your job. So when you're sitting in the middle of the car, you make this trade-off. You have no seatbelt, right?
Right.
And so she was just doing her job. Winds up when she's gone. They're like, hey, this would have saved her life. She should have done this. You're just like, is this really the kind of leadership we have? Like, can we not just take a moment to remember this person, right?
No shit. That's terrible.
Like my postmaster posted it up on the In and Outdoors, and I tore it down the same day.
We have, hold on a second. First off, there's a picture of what Chad was talking about.
Kristen's coming here. Oh boy, here we go.
This is StruTech, Amy, if you ever want to do it, I guess, but my God. It almost looks like I could build this system myself.
To a certain degree. I mean, the reason why I like the postal things, one, is because it's a more solid foundation. Like, it bolts into both.
Oh, I completely understand. Yeah, I get
both
it.
things. But at the end of the day, if you get in a wreck, you're still screwed.
Well, you got to think, if where that steering wheel's at, technically they'd have to take that airbag out because...
Oh, yeah. Airbag gets disabled.
If that airbag gets shot out, that's what break your face. So
airbags are all taken out and stuff of that nature during the process. But the thing was, I always had to get they had you could pay like $100 more or whatever, and they would actually make brackets so the seat would go back further on the passenger side.
That doesn't sound safe either.
No, but at least it was comfortable. And me being 6'2", if those brackets weren't there, I'd be like crumbled up like this right here.
Yeah.
The brackets are in there, I could just be like this right here.
Oh, jeez.
Like, I don't know. If
I'll tell you, hearing you guys talk about like delivering mail, it makes me think, God, I'm a truck driver.
I love the job. If I could go back, I'd go back.
Would
and
you?
I'm still considering going back because there's a loophole that I can get in.
Well, I just like it's just like sometimes it feels like the conditions in which you all work in sometimes are pretty shitty.
It's a love-hate relationship. Like, everything in the office always used to annoy me. It's like postmaster is out for himself. He's looking for, in most, there are good postmasters and supervisors, and man, I know there are, but I've only had experience with bad people. Okay.
Well, it's the same.
All right.
I can say this from everywhere else. Like even where I work, it's the same.
Oh.
You know.
Like, they're good out there, but the postmaster's always looking to get it over on the carriers because more times than not, rural carriers are not known for understanding their rights and the contract and all that stuff. They're not known for knowing that.
Right.
So a postmaster can take advantage of somebody if they don't know their rights. So as a local steward, when I became one in 2017, I started fighting that damn battle. That would frustrate me. And I'd be dealing with carriers that would think...
So you were like the union steward that like they like hated.
It's one of the reasons I got fired, in quotation marks, that I can't say publicly, but I just did.
Well, we can.
It's one of those things that factored into him actually progressing and trying to get me out quicker than he should have.
Oh man! See, and here's the thing: like Ohio's a right to, or Ohio has
Right to work,
no, it's the
right to hire.
No, they can fire you for whatever.
That's right to work,
It is.
right?
No, right to work's a union thing.
No.
Sweetheart, what's it called? Because like it's they don't have to write you up or anything in Ohio. Anybody can just fire you.
What is it? Oh my God!
I know
I always hear it called right to work states.
it's not right. Maybe it is. I don't know. Let's fucking look. I don't know.
So we
Anyways,
got Google, and we're sitting here bullshitting.
Jack's a little incident, and I'll need your help to clean up. Terrible things await you upon return. No. Fuck that. That's your goddamn dog. You clean up his fucking poop. Hell no. Oh my God. I'm tired. I'm hot. Right to work state. I think I'm right.
Yeah, I had the terminology right. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Right.
Even though it kind of is contradictory, but because the right to work is put
in
on
context
the
of labor law in the United States, the term right to work laws refers to state laws that prohibit union security agreements between employers and labor unions.
Whereas, like, so the contract between the United States Postal Service and the National Rural Letter Carrier Association, which is the union that represents rural carriers. 1 second, I need a little bit after. I just took another. That shit's good.
Yeah, I got it in Kentucky.
I thought about bringing down my bottle. I got a little, about 25% left of a bottle of Macallan's I've been killing with some friends.
Macallan? Mm-hmm. Macallan's delicious stuff.
I love it. But there's actually no layoff clause in their contract.
Really?
So they cannot lay off rural carriers at this moment in time. It still is in the contract.
Well, good.
But it's one of those things like people like, we hear whenever rural carriers want to speak out loud about their job that it sounds so horrible. Like, why would you ever want to do a job like that? And then it's that moment whenever like somebody has done it for 15, 20 years, or like me, 10 years, or even somebody brand new, just their first year, they get out there and you enjoy what the job is the moment you leave the office. Your customers, your route, being out there by yourself. There's nobody, well, okay, slowly with these new scanners and GPS tracking, they're slowly coming over your shoulder in covert. Man, I want to talk about that word. I learned how the word COVID, like tactics, can be used in the sense of an employer overstepping their boundaries with the employees.
Yeah.
And it's an interesting, but I can't talk about it yet because I'm looking to have a guest on. So I'm trying to keep all those.
No.
Those
Keep
thoughts.
it. Yeah, that's fine.
All right, but that hopefully, boys and girls over on the Rural Deviation podcast will have an interesting guest within the next 2 weeks. Yeah. But fuck, what was I rambling about?
You're drunk.
No, I'm not.
I hope not.
I'm hot. I'm definitely hot.
Is the air not keeping up?
No, when I start drinking, I get hot.
Oh, okay. I thought the air conditioner. Oh, he's literally sitting right beside my air conditioner. I'm not even too bad right now. Like, I got my fan back on. I'm doing all right. But anyways, we are coming up on an hour here, so.
I know. You do the short things. Kristen's like, well, Josh is on a podcast that goes for like 3 hours, don't it?
Yeah, we usually try to wrap it up in about an hour, but, if we got shit to say, we'll keep going.
Hey, I'm enjoying talking with you.
It's, maybe Lindsay will have to clean up the mess upstairs so I don't have to if we keep going, right?
Shh, don't say that.
I'm out of cold drink, but I might have to go inside and get me something to drink. I'll let you keep talking for a second, but we'll have to be sober that night, she says. Oh, you're talking to Josh. Okay, never mind. She's not talking to me.
Well, you have to be sober for what night?
It's not poop, she said. I don't even want to know what it is, honestly, sweetheart. Oh, God. I always drive. I'm at work, right? And I'm driving. I'm like, man, I should talk about it on the podcast. And then I forget to write it down, and I forget.
I used to be real good about that. Like, if I had a thought or an idea, Notes app.
Write it down?
Notes app. I just type it in my Notes app.
My problem is I'm driving, and I can't. Because if my camera, happens to go off,
sure,
and they see that phone, and their cameras inside, they're not on. They can't see us, but they can see the reflection of the camera in the phone or in the screen. Jesus fuck. They can see the reflection of my phone in the fucking window.
He's the one that hasn't been drinking.
Right. I haven't been drinking. I'm just tired. So we gotta it's I need to get a one of the little voice recorders or something and then keep it in my pocket, take a note, I've really been thinking about doing that. He was gyrating.
Have you ever, oh Lord of mercy.
Oh, what the fuck? No, get the fuck out of here. That's gross.
Oh.
I don't even want to think about that.
But have you ever messed with the voice, whenever you type it, the voice to message or text shit?
Well, see, and if I text somebody and I get in an accident, it shows up on my phone records.
No. The voice to text, click the button to where you speak into it.
Oh, let's try something. Hey, Siri, take a note.
What do you want it to say?
Eat my ass.
Okay.
Okay, I created a note. Eat my ass?
By God, that works. Just tell Siri. I just did Amy Sal.
He just did.
I can't even say Amy. It's so weird to me. I just know you as Amra, so.
And Kristen, at least the very first time I have this guest on, and y'all, you know who it is. I've kind of been talking about it in Discord chat. It's going to be a one-on-one conversation so we can really get into some deep things. I spent 45 minutes the other night talking to this individual, not even about the podcast, but just about the Postal Service in general and the situation that everybody's going through. It was a real interesting conversation. And it's one of those moments when you get, when you do this stuff with a podcast and you get through talking with somebody, you're like, damn, that was a good conversation. Why did we not record that?
For those of you that know,
no.
If you know, you know.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Is it Jason Branch?
No.
I wish he hadn't blocked me on Facebook because I'd like to invite him in tonight. I'd like to have a three-way conversation with me, you, and him, and I would love to hear about the Yelp. Kristen, would you like to hear about the Yelp? I'd love to hear about the Yelp. I'm sorry. I just can't help it.
I just reported things as they happened. Oh.
Well, whatever.
No, I don't know. It's just, don't. Fucking hell. I'm trying.
He doesn't even want to talk about his name.
No, I don't. It's just, you don't. Okay,
wait,
when you got.
Let me see that T-shirt. Hand that to me.
Oh, yeah. When you got people that bring unnecessary drama into life, and then when you react to it, they were like, "Oh my God, you did me wrong."
There you go.
There's your T-shirt, Lindsay.
There's
by the
your
way,
T-shirt, sweetheart.
I finally, when I was packing up on the way down here, I remembered it. But when they want to bring unnecessary drama into life, and then you react to it, and then they play the victim, even though you may have did something wrong, and I admitted my faults very clearly in that conversation. But it's just like that type of, hey, that type of energy. Hey, I don't know what the fuck that. Hey, it ain't working. There we go.
No, you've been working the whole time. I hear everything you said. So I said, remember?
My voice went up and down in my ears.
What's this?
Oh, was that?
That's why I said that mic stand sucks.
Oh, okay.
The thing's a piece of shit.
But that kind of energy, that negative vibe, I don't want that around me no more. So it's not that I don't want to talk about that person or say that person's name. It's just that person is no longer a part of my life, and it is what it is.
That person should be a part of no one's life. He's literally like the worst human being.
It's like, I'm hard to, I don't know. I feel like I'm friendly most of the time. I made a lot of friends down there in the DR.
You're a friendly guy.
I made a lot of friends up here in Ohio. I'll tell you that much.
Well, Ohio people are pretty, well, in general, Ohio people are pretty decent, but people in Fayette County are assholes usually. Like this county we live in, it's weird. Like our town's odd.
Well, unfortunately, I haven't got the opportunity to go to the dive bars and shit down here in Washington Courthouse.
Don't. No.
But I found some pretty good ones. Like there's one up there called the Library Bars where I've been frequenting. They got one pool table, kind of like my hometown, and we fight over it. Winner keeps the table. I love that vibe. I don't know. And some of the other ones, like bank shots, everybody goes to their own little tables, right? They pay for their hours or they put quarters in the table. It's hard to meet people and get to play with them or whatever. You have to find an opportunity to become friends, and that's harder.
Yeah.
When you're fighting over one pool table, it's like, hey, what's your name? Okay, good luck. Let's go. Right? And you just bullshit through the game. Even though if I don't know. I became a regular there. The bartenders know me as soon as I walk in now. I've only been going there for time frame less than 8 days that I've been in that bar.
Let me ask you a question. You know who AOC is?
I do, unfortunately.
Why is Roger happy? It's the little things Carvana does.
Well, that's weird.
Yeah.
Like an ad pops up.
It's like, why is Roger happy? No, it's
Why
not.
is Roger happy today?
Oh, shit. What was that voice?
So, I wanted to talk about a few things that now I'm remembering now because I popped the news up here.
Okay, let's go.
So they're saying that Biden isn't going to run again. They don't want him to, and they want AOC to run instead of Biden.
The Democratic...
Well, there's some Democratic strategist that says the best option for them to win the election in 2024 is for AOC to run. Could you imagine that big-tittied cunt being our... Sorry, Mom, if you're listening. That big-tittied bitch being our president?
No. It'll never happen in an environment even as woke as culture seems and as...
Oh, my God.
Because... in any conversation, what do you hear? You hear the most active voice, not the biggest voice.
Most active, yeah.
Active.
Right.
It could be a small minority that are just louder than everybody else. And I mean, that's the way I view America is like everybody that's loud on both sides, right and left, they're the extremes. And us that just live our life, we're the ones that are quiet just doing our shit.
The ones, yeah, just leave us the fuck alone.
Like we're slightly left, we're slightly right, we're kind of in the middle. But most of us that keep our mouth shut, the majority of us, we're not a part of all the vocal sides.
Most of us that keep our mouths shut are libertarian.
But at the same time, the ones in the middle, slightly to the left, slightly to the right, how do we form our opinions? Based off all these news reports that come from situations on the far right and situations on the far left.
Right, they come from far left, far right, and they come from, and in my opinion, state-ran media.
Right.
It really is. It's just like Russia. It's state-ran media. Let's be honest. None of the, I mean, Fox News, they're so far left that, or not left, but right, they're ridiculous. I mean, my go-to is Fox News because it's easy,
yeah,
right? But you got CNN, MSNBC. We were actually listening to, we were at a restaurant the other day, and The View was on. And Lindsay literally told the waiter, turn this shit off. I can't listen to these bitches. That's what she said. I don't know if she said bitches or not, but it was like, shut this shit off. We don't want to hear it. Mm-hmm. But there's no, media you can trust anymore.
What is it? Solder? Oh, my God. There's a podcast out there, Solder and something. Oh, my God. Where they actually try to tell the
Solder and Flux?
Oh, my God. I can't remember the name.
That was a nerdy thing to say.
I'm kind of a nerd, but not that big of a nerd.
The other thing is,
But there are people out there trying to give an honest conversation to the news, but they're just hard to find.
They're hard to find, right? And it's like I try to talk about my honest opinions, but it's hard to find information to back up your opinion that's not bullshit. My God, this cough.
And then the struggle at the end of the day, we're all living our lives, right? So how we don't really have all that much time in our daily lives to go sourcing out to understand what's happening on the national level, right?
That's very true, especially when you have a fucking kid, you know? When you have a kid, you work 12 hours a day. It's like you don't have time to do that.
Like, if you really were trying to do it, you'd look at what MSNBC says, you'd look at what Fox says, you'd look at what CNN, you'd look at all these different perspectives and then try to figure out, okay, where's the bullshit? Where's the truth, right? You'd look at independent sources and stuff of that nature. But most people, the problem is we're not informed to the level we can be, even though we lived in the most informed age ever, the most information that we've ever had.
But I think the most information we've ever had has also made it the most
confusing,
unreliable information, because you can spread lies so easily.
Right.
You don't have to spread the truth, because a lie will spread just as fast as the truth will. So why not spin that narrative into something you want it to be? Because it's gonna go the same as the truth.
Pretty much.
You know,
if you put out a narrative and you have a base of people who listen to what you say verbatim, you can change the narrative in a heartbeat with that base. And then you can work to slowly bring others into believing whatever your narrative is. I mean, every portion of the news is always a narrative. It's just the narrative they're choosing to create on that day about that story.
Exactly. You're 100% correct.
Right.
Now, Biden, they said, okay, let's say this. Chris Crane, he's not on here now. I think we lost him, but he's been telling me for the past several months, I don't think Joe Biden will make it past December. He thinks Biden's either going to resign or get sick and not be able to be the president anymore. And he thinks Kamala is going to be the president.
AOC or no,
Kamala. I call her Kamala because she's a whore.
Well, Kamala is definitely not going to get the DNC's nomination.
No, that was what they said. I was reading that. And I'm talking about if Joe Biden this December
either resigns or passes away.
Yeah, could you imagine Kamala being our president?
It'll be the same shit you got going on now. She'll be a puppet president.
Oh, it'll be terrible. Except there'll be a lot more giggling going on in the White House.
Pretty much. I mean, you wouldn't be worried about whether Joe was talking about oh my God, what was the kid he was talking about in the guy at the swimming pool. You remember his swimming pool story from when he was...
No, but we
find God. What was that guy's name? Oh my... he had this nickname or whatever. It's like a swimming pool, Joe Biden swimming pool. All right, I hope I'm thinking right.
I don't know. I'm looking though. We'll see. We'll figure it out. Joe Biden tells story of kids touching his hairy legs in swimming pool.
Is there like a unique name in that conversation somewhere?
I don't know. I'm looking here. Hold on. Oh, the video's unavailable. Oh, of course it's unavailable. What the fuck is he doing right here? This guy's a fucking weirdo, y'all. Seriously.
Wasn't it clear he was a weirdo from every picture that ever got taken with him over little girls' shoulders sniffing their damn necks?
He sniffs their hair, I think.
Well, I mean, hair, whatever the fuck he's sniffing. He's a grown fucking man. He shouldn't be doing that shit to random children.
I like your iridescence. Look at this. He's sucking this woman's finger on stage.
That might just been random camera timing. I don't know.
He's bent over like this. Is like
I know, but just think if that woman's hand was actually like 3 feet to his right.
I don't know.
It looks. I don't know if that's just manipulation on camera.
Let's see. Okay, this is Esquire. Let's see. I'm trying to find the thing about the hairy legs. I want to read it. Most folks fixated. Playful bite of his... Oh, yeah, no. Most folks are fixated this fine Monday on his playful bite of his wife, Dr. Jill Biden's finger at a campaign event. So it's his wife. He is biting her finger. He kicked off his No Malarkey tour this weekend. The name appeared. This is old, but it just shows how freaking weird he is.
Well, I just Googled Joe Biden stories, and I got this title for a news report. 12 times Joe Biden completely made up stories, lied, or said something crazy.
Yeah, so just here recently, if Lindsay's mom's still in here.
Well, no, she left us. We were talking about other shit.
So there was a thing where he said that he had cancer, and he said he had cancer because he grew up in Delaware. And when he was a kid in Delaware, when it would frost over, there would be an oil slick on the car because there's oil in the air. So he had cancer. He now has cancer because of that. And so like 6 months earlier, he said the same exact story about having the oil slick on his car and having oil in the air. But he said that gave me and my friends asthma.
It's just like, I hate Trump, love Trump, whatever. I don't care where you come down on Trump. Just look at Joe Biden individually for the man that he's become over his entire political career. The fact that he got into being president is more so of just the fact of, hey, you serve your time, here's where you go, right? You play your cards right, this is where you go. You get the nomination, you win in a contested election, right?
I think Joe Biden really became president because they needed a puppet.
Well,
I think that
it's very true. Because if anybody really honestly believes at the end of the day he didn't die yet. Joe Biden is making conscious decisions in the White House and engaging with the White House staff and his what do they call it? What's his advisors? What's that damn thing called?
the staffers.
The staffers.
I don't
know.
know.
The department heads.
I don't know.
What do they call that term?
His idiots.
I don't fucking know. But all the people up there, he's actually engaging in physical conversation and
He's not.
and intellectual thought. Probably not.
No, I don't think so. He's a creeper, man.
Oh.
Joe Biden creepy stories. You can look it up.
Yeah, Lindsay, I realized my mistake of words. Joe died. Yeah, he died then.
Joe died in. Oh, that's sad. I honestly sometimes, and I know Lindsay's mom won't agree with me on this, but honest to God, sometimes I feel bad for the man. I feel bad. It's like
it's
what's that movie where they carry on the dead guy? Bernie's or
it is literally abuse. It's happening.
Weekend at Bernie's. Weekend at Bernie's.
It's been a while.
That's the one where they carry on the dead guy, right? Help me out, somebody. I've never seen the fucking movie, but I'm pretty sure. That's why I feel like Joe Biden. They were talking about on the news the other morning. Yeah, Weekend at Bernie's. They were talking about on the news the other morning about he wears the aviators all the time. Mm-hmm. It's like they put those aviators on to hide his face because he's so fucking dead looking.
I love the video where somebody, I don't even know, but he was walking to the White House, right, or something like that, and he was supposed to make a right-hand turn, and there's a commentator, and I swear it's either, if it is actually somebody that's on the White House radio making these comments, it's fucking hilarious, but he's like, hey, Eagle 1's making a right-hand turn in 2, 1, 0. Okay, and then he makes some smart-ass comment, and he keeps going off in the grass towards the trees in another fucking building. Ain't nothing in sight. And I'm just like... Hey, man, what the hell are you going? And it's just like, and that's another conversation about how we do politics in America, right? Like, think about, I don't know, fuck, I'm gonna go back to JFK because the man fucking inspires. But then I got told, hey, you talking about an inspiring old man or a man that died through assassination? I'm like, yeah, because he brought an actual positive value to this world.
If you could say Jason Branch in the mirror 3 times, he will appear and yell.
Really? You got to go back to that one. I saw it. Yes, I just ignored it.
I just seen it. I just now seen it. She just posted it again.
I'm not trying it because that name will never come out of my fucking name. It's disgusting. Like, no. Oh.
Hold on. We're going to show the Joe Biden, the confused Joe Biden getting rescued by the Easter Bunny video. Have you seen that one?
I have not.
Okay, hold on a minute. I'll put it up here. Hold on. Oh, Joey B. Oh, hold on. Let's share it screen here. Bring it up. I'm going to make it full screen, too. I'm going to take us out of the picture. There we go. All right, you've never seen this one before. Let me.
I have not. I don't believe so.
All right. Hopefully this isn't too loud, everybody.
Not in Afghanistan should be people.
So,
Easter Bunny was ordering Joe Biden around on Monday. Literally. He walked away, and then the Easter Bunny pulled him back. Let's see if it shows it again. This might be a really shitty video. I don't know.
Yeah, like they make the assertion that I was thinking of. It's like a handler, a Secret Service agent that was making
It probably is. That music's terrible.
Yeah. They can't hear it on the store. Lindsay's saying she can't hear it.
No, they can't hear the
this
audio.
This powerful $99 drone is now available in the U.S.
Yeah, they can't hear
this
that
is
at all.
an extremely high-tech $5,000 drone.
It's recorded to me, but they can't hear it.
Chocolate chip.
Oh, they can't hear it. We can't even play that. I was going to play his gaffes because he's so... I mean, the way he talks sometimes is like he doesn't even know what the fuck he's saying.
Well, here's the thing. We got midterms coming up this year, right? And as vocal as a union person I am, I'm not the same when it comes to politics. I'm like the lackluster opposite of it. Even though I understand the same values that I talk about and what it means to be union, actually comes to what it means to be a citizen of this country. I get that conversation. I'm just a hypocrite, and I admit that.
Maybe it's not everywhere.
like taking the time to invest myself into like the local, the state, and the national, and being involved and educated on that level. I'm just 32 years old, and I've not made that commitment in my life yet. Maybe one day, but no. I got other things I'm trying to work for. Is that the right mindset? Probably not, but it's where we're at.
The best way to get something done.
I'm going to play these biggest gaffes of 2021.
Okay. I don't know. It's just you look at this conversation, it's like, where do we go after this, right? We had Trump, which for a lot of people gave a lot of hope. For a lot of people, they were horrified he was there.
Well, I think it gave people hope because it gave us an idea. I think Trump gave the idea that you don't have to be a politician to be a politician.
True.
And I think that's why, I liked him so much, was because, but let's not say he's a normal guy, because he's definitely not a normal guy.
Yeah. And that was one of the leading factors for his election, was the fact he wasn't just a normal guy. I mean,
he wasn't a normal politician.
He wasn't a normal politician, but
right.
He wasn't just a normal guy. He had name recognition. Like, me and you can't step up next year and be like, hey, this is bullshit, let me show you the right way.
In the Ohio gubernatorial election, the primaries, we tried that here with... And then sad, I can't even remember his name right now.
So you have to have that, not that maybe let me go look your name up on something. You got to have that instant name recognition, especially on the national. Then you got to have the funding. And,
of course. I mean, an election, even to run, in Ohio here we have township trustees or whatever. I don't know if you have those down there or not, but even to run for a trustee election, it's Blystone, Joe Blystone was who ran against our current governor. Mm-hmm. He was amazing. I mean, I literally would listen to him talk. He's just a normal guy like me and you. Yeah. Came out of nowhere, owns a restaurant out in Canal Winchester.
Gotcha.
He would have been a great governor, but because he didn't have that name recognition, like you were saying, he got fucked.
Yeah.
But anyways, even to run for a small election for that here, it cost $15,000-$20,000.
And see,
could you imagine? I mean, just for some fucking signs, the posters. And you're going door to door. $15,000? Fuck that.
And I mean, I kind of been putting this all in perspective because I've been thinking about our union national elections and what it means for the craft of this union. But then also at the same time, in my little random ass wandering to thought, I think about our national level and just local in general. It's like when we have to put a price tag on entering into a political race for the betterment of our future, do we really get the best candidate?
No.
So are we really doing what's best for this country?
No. Of course we're not.
Because everything is limited by what you can pay for.
It's limited by what you can pay for, and it's limited by what they want it to be limited by.
And does
that make sense?
Oh, yeah.
We only get what they give us. We don't get what we want. It's just like the politicians that are in office right now. Do they really care what their base wants?
No.
Like the representatives in the Senate? No.
Some do. Okay, some do.
There's a couple.
Some.
Maybe, yeah.
But overall, in general, they all, there's always this status quo that's built within the system.
Yeah.
And even if you, there used to be stories both parties would always be intermingling with one another, right? They may put out a big violent C-SPAN argument, but at the end of the night, most of them go and eat dinner with one another. And maybe that's what you want.
No, it's not at all.
But I don't know. Does that, I don't know. It's just, you want people that actually speak their mind and then live what they say, right? If you're going to say something and stand for something, you need to actually live it day by day.
The problem is they don't, though.
No. Well, I mean, Nancy Pelosi and her giving off insider secrets to her husband and trading. Nancy Pelosi has literally made 3 times more money than her current salary each and every year in stocks and investments. She sells at just the right time. She buys at just the right time.
Wonder how she knows how to do that.
Yeah.
Because I trade in the stock market, and I sure as fuck can't tell you all that.
It's out there, and she's actually there's a statement out there to when a reporter actually asked her the statement, and she's like, "Is it right or something of that nature that you make money off your knowledge of the system with your husband and stuff of that nature through the stock market?" And she literally tried to cut that question off so fucking quick.
Let me ask you a question. Nancy Pelosi's Okay, Nancy Pelosi's net worth is $135 million. This is per knowledge.com. You can look up anybody in the country, pretty much. It's a celebrity, athletes,
How much
politicians.
was this bottle?
Like $60.
Okay. I just want to keep in mind how much I've been drinking.
You're all right. Her salary is $210,000 a year as a representative, okay? Or a senator, whatever the fuck she is. I don't even know. Speaker of the House.
Yeah.
Monthly income is $1 million.
It's ridiculous. Hold up. You say monthly or I thought that said
Monthly
net worth.
income is $1 million.
Oh, where's that at?
Right here.
And see, it's just like, does that really... I mean, forget whether or not you're fucking a Democrat or Republican for a moment, okay? Because that becomes way too fucking viral and fucking toxic. But should people that actually step up for the betterment of this country, I mean, should they be there for fucking money?
No.
Like one of our, I mean, I know it's a stupid ass story to tell because it gets told often and often, right? George Washington literally could have been the president for as long as he wanted to. Everybody would have been behind him, but what did he do? He served his term and then he went on, and then chaos ensued, right? Didn't it? Between John Quincy Adams, Thomas Jefferson, John Quincy Adams Jr., that rotation of shit.
You're way, way, way above my knowledge of history because I don't have any idea.
If I'm not mistaken, from my way back when, but like when George Washington stepped out, like there was a vehement kind of off-putting between John Adams and Thomas Jefferson, if I'm not mistaken. And then you add John Quincy Adams Jr., which they all rotated in succession in the president, vice president kind of deal.
They're all jerking each other, probably.
But we lost the greatest leader because he didn't want to fucking be a dictator and a tyrant.
That's true. Let's see. I'm just curious. Now we're talking about this money thing.
I just feel like every great leader we could have ever had in this country, no matter what level we're talking about, is always turned down because they either don't think they're worth it or they don't want to put the effort into it.
Or they have a fucking conscience.
But that's the kind of people we need.
I know, but it doesn't work that way, unfortunately. I'm curious what Donald Trump's net worth is now. Now I'm curious. Let's see. $3 billion US dollars. Fuck you, Donald Trump. $3 billion. Who is the richest president alive? Donald Trump, of course. Who are the 9 richest presidents of all time? Let's find out. Now I'm curious. 9 richest presidents of all time, ladies and gentlemen. We're taking comments. Who do you think it is? We know number 1 is going to be Donald.
Obama's 2.
All right.
I don't know. Clinton might be 3 if
We're
we're
going to start with
in.
You think Clinton's number 3?
No, I think he may be number 2.
Okay.
Depending on, are we counting both him and Hillary?
Just presidents.
It's going to be more recent ones, though.
Okay.
Unless they factor in inflation.
They don't. This is just their net worth. This is what they're worth.
Okay, go ahead.
Number 9, Bill Clinton.
Okay.
$90 million. The Clintons gained their wealth, which I would say is probably bullshit because they have the Clinton Foundation and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But number 8, Herbert Hoover.
A long time ago.
$100 million. Lyndon B. Johnson at number 7, $131 million. Holy, James Madison is the 4th president, 1809 to 1817.
They're definitely adjusting for inflation.
$136 million. This has to be, yeah, because
That kind of
the
money
national
didn't
economy
exist.
wasn't even worth $136 million back then. Andrew Jackson, $159 million.
Tennessee repping.
Okay. Teddy Roosevelt, 26th president, at $168 million. Thomas J. That makes sense. Thomas Jefferson.
Damn sure inflation is calculated in here.
Yeah, it always has to be $284 million. George Washington, holy shit, $707 million, and
Okay.
Donald Trump at $2.5 billion.
When these people go to figuring in numbers based off, like, do you really think that we're getting anywhere close to what those numbers really were when we try to guesstimate, right? based off inflation and what we think their wealth might have been? Because does anybody really know what George Washington's wealth was in 1776?
I'm sure they probably do because of there was taxes back then. So
There was tax. I mean, what
should have filed your taxes since day one. So
did
I don't
you?
know.
How did that work in the very beginning? Did
Robin Hood.
But you had to write some shit out on quill and paper.
Probably stone tablet or some shit. I don't know. It says most of the wealthiest presidents were prosperous before making to the White House their office, with this money helping them accomplish their presidential ambitions. So that means that me and Josh cannot be president because we don't have enough fucking money.
No, Lindsay. The answer to your question: did men ever manscape back then? No.
No, I don't think so.
They did not want to die because they accidentally cut the wrong thing.
And those 1970s pornos I found the other day, let me tell you, women in the 70s did not manscape or ladyscape either. Let's just say they were rather bushy.
Okay. Dumbass Google search of the night. First year women started to shave down below. Culturally.
So Washington had a bush. I'm sure Washington had a bush. Let's find out. When did women
Thank you, Lindsay, for this random deviation.
start shaving? Jesus Christ. I can't even type it.
There's nothing wrong with a bush. I have a bush on my face there, Amy. There's nothing wrong with it. We just talking about cultural trends right now.
When did women start shaving their gash? History of female hair.
That's
the fucking... Yep. When did women start shaving? The history of female hair removal.
There's an actual cover image, boys and girls, that I'm looking at right now.
We're not going to show it, though. Facebook we might get blocked. When did women start shaving? Gillette, Stacey Razor, World War.
What was that, World War One?
I don't know. I don't want to read all this shit. Hold on. Let me find something else. It's stupid. It's too much for me.
Oh, Lord mercy.
Go back. When I start getting everything running on this computer, like it starts to get slow. It's like getting bogged down.
I got you.
So I need to like go over here.
Be careful about all the shit you got opened. I miss my setup. Like now I'm working with a Windows Surface Pro tablet or whatever.
Yeah.
But when I'm back home, I've got 3 28-inch monitors. I have a beast of a tower because I used to game off of it. The Ryzen 1800X CPU system.
Hey, I think you just got like an offer, dude.
What? I got an offer.
I'm just kidding.
No, hopefully my girlfriend did not tune in if there was an offer out there.
I'm just kidding.
Yes, I've been known to bump bushes there. I have.
He's a bush bumper.
Raw.
When did women start shaving their...
Yeah, we're still working on figuring out the answer to this question.
I got to word it the right way. Vaginas. I don't know what else to say.
Pussy?
Looking. Oh my God, this website from HuffPost. It says looking through the bushes.
Like, this should be a real simple conversation.
The disappearance of pubic hair.
The disappearance. Like, oh my God, someone stole it. Where did it go? She wakes up the next morning, like, what the fuck? The
70s,
husband's
they
like,
had
I got
bushes,
tired of
so
that shit. I got rid of it.
Lindsay's guessing the 80s. Oh my God, this article's hilarious.
Welcome to having me as the sole host or the co-host here.
That's all right. It says beaver up the stairs. That's what it says. That's how this article starts out. Axe wound. That's what Josh called, or that's what Chad's calling a vagina, is an axe wound.
Does that mean somebody had to create the axe wound? I'm gonna go away after that one.
He turned his mic off. I didn't even turn it off. He turned it off. Some guy in chinos in Los Angeles school. Next topic. When did women start bleaching their balloon knots? Oh, Jesus Christ.
Somebody had to create the wound, right? Wounds just don't magically appear.
There's so many names for that thing, too.
Right?
The Truckin Dad After Dark, Amy said. Yeah, this is what happens in the second hour of Truckin Dad Chronicles. We talk about
This is why he cuts off at an hour, boys and girls, because especially with my deviant ass in here, we start doing, especially when y'all entice me to talk about stupid shit, because I'm not on my regular bullshit. I ain't got to worry about fucking tearing others apart. I can just bullshit.
why can't they just say women started shaving their pussies in 1989? Like,
So, do you think women started shaving their legs and their pussies at the same time?
no, I doubt it. Because I think back then it was a hygienic thing. They left their pussy around to keep the bacteria out. And
Like
stuff.
the moment I Google when did women start shaving, it says women began shaving their hair in 1915. This was a period between World War I and World War II. Before then, women removed unpleasant hair in the neck and the face. That's got to suck as a woman. I've met a few out there on the delivery routes when I go to hand them a package. And I noticed that underlying mustache.
They're bearded.
Yeah, and you're just like,
That's sad though,
gotta
because
suck.
that's got to be like some kind of an imbalance, or that's terrible.
Because like through no fault of their own, people make fun of it for it, and I'm just like,
Yeah, people are fucked up. Some
Hey.
are. So I can answer your question, Amy. She said, I don't understand the bleaching of. So actually, bleaching the butthole is a thing these days. Did you know that? Bleaching of the brown eye. Women, porn stars specifically bleach their brown eyes.
well, no shit.
Did you know that?
I didn't know, but I can believe.
They have cream they rub on it.
Do you
cream.
understand how many things go in there?
But they bleach it to make it look more like a vagina.
Oh, they don't-
I think,
oh.
right? It's more like a vagina, so it's not brown, so it's more appetizing to.
Shit, you just be bleaching that thing because of what could be in there.
I don't know about all that, but
Well, just how many things enter into porn star's asshole?
I guess it depends on the porn star if she likes anal or not. I mean,
I didn't think they got much choice most of the time.
I don't know.
I mean, never mind.
You ever seen Zach and Miri make a porno, the movie?
I have, but I don't remember.
Oh, Jesus.
It's been a while.
The one girl's doing anal, and they're up underneath her taking a video of it.
Uh-huh.
And all of a sudden, the guy that's doing it pulls out real quick, and she just shits all over the guy's face, the cameraman. It's hilarious. I mean, poo goes everywhere. It's a poo mess.
That's the easiest. Man, as a FedEx guy, I'll try to find urinals out there on the route randomly. The easiest way to make me want to fucking gag up real quick is to go into a fucking urinal or a porta potty and just see shit laying there. I'll be in the fucking I really got to use the bathroom.
That's why
I haven't.
You gotta shut the thing.
I haven't used the bathroom in fucking 6 hours. I drank a shit ton last night. I'll be standing there and be like, I have to fucking literally hold the gag out of my fucking no. It's just I just want to fucking throw up, and all I want to do is piss. That's all I want to do right now.
At the 160-mile marker on 71, there's truck parking. I don't know if you've seen it or not, if you've been up that far north or not. There's truck parking up north.
Uh-huh.
And all it is like a pull-off where it used to be a rest area. Well, they took the rest area down, the facilities.
Yeah.
All it is porta-johns. If you think the porta-johns you've seen are bad, you got to see the porta-johns that are used by a bunch of fucking truck drivers eating roller dogs and fucking tornadoes. You talk about fucking mess, dude. That's a fucking mess now. I'm telling you. Yeah, fuck your
Oh,
pee.
yeah, well,
Yeah.
we're having too much fun around, but you cut us off when we need to, but I'll be right back.
Josh has to pee. He's going to go outside and pee. He asked, and he actually said this to me in a.
I'm trying to be respectful of the
messenger.
situation, even as dirty as we've been.
It's okay to step outside to pee. Well, of course, go urinate. Hey, I'm telling you, you think. Okay, first off,
Look, I'm going to disappear. Ready?
he's going out my
Ready?
my wall there that I made out of blankets. He's like crouched down too. Is it cooler in here? It's got to be cooler.
No, it's cooler outside.
Is it really? Jesus. My air conditioner must not be working that well. Anyways, roller dogs are fucking fantastic. You know what? I'm curious. So I've had roller dogs from most of the major truck driving chains. Sell on Marketplace. No. I mean, it's. I need to fix it right. Right now, I don't have it fixed right. It's definitely cooler in here than it ever has been. I'm not gonna lie. It's definitely helping, but yeah. Anyways, Loves. If you're ever on the road with anybody and you're hungry for a roller dog, stop at a Loves truck stop. They're the cleanest. They're the nicest. They have the best roller dogs. I love those things. I'm kind of curious when roller dogs became a thing. Roller grill. Introduction. I'm curious because roller grills are amazing. They really it don't matter how many times you try to cook a hot dog at home, they never come out tasting like a roller grill hot dog. It's the weirdest thing. I don't understand. They never taste the same ever. Yeah, you'll find your way in. There you go. Is it cooler in here than it is out there on the porch? Like when you open the curtain up?
It's hotter right here, but it's cool. Well, it's not cooler than right here, obviously. But it's cooler out there than it is in. Okay, good. So tonight, guys, this is awesome. Like, I actually have an air conditioner in here tonight. I don't know if you can actually hear. I got to show everybody. This is pretty awesome. See that? Check it out. We have an air conditioner in here tonight. Typically, we're in here sweating our balls off. Robert's in here usually sweating like a whore in church. Or Rex Ramrod. I got my fan right beside me. That's why it's so loud in here, because we actually have a air conditioner. Anyways, roller grills. Yes, Love's is the best. If you want a roller grill hot dog, go to Love's. They have the best. Those big, juicy, fat fuckers are girthy. Okay.
They're
Welcome back to the conversation.
They're girthy hot dogs. They really are. They're girthy motherfuckers. I want to see Buc-ee's. Have you heard of those? Have you stopped at Buc-ee's on 75 yet coming up here?
Where's the Buc-ee's? No, I take 71.
Oh, you're coming from Nashville.
Yeah.
Never mind. There's a Buc-ee's 75 just south of Richmond.
Okay.
Like go through Lexington, keep going south.
Yeah.
Go past the Richmond. It's right. It's actually in Richmond. Buc-ee's.
Richmond, Kentucky?
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah, it's actually out of your way. I want to see Buc-ee's. Yeah, I don't know. I wonder. I'm gonna Google it now. Buc-ee's roller grill. I bet they have a big one. Do you like hot dogs? Like no gay shit. Do you like to eat hot dogs?
Yeah, I eat gas station hot dogs all the time for breakfast.
Do you enjoy hot dogs?
If they're good, yeah.
Does Nashville have good Nashville hot chicken?
I don't know. I don't spend a lot of time in Nashville.
You don't?
No.
How far are you from Nashville?
About an hour.
Oh, okay.
But hell, I don't even spend much time at home anymore. Like for the past month and a half, I spent more time here in Ohio than I have at home.
That's true. You are. You spend most time up here with us. I hate that if you go back to, you get stuck over in wherever else. That would suck. Because we kind of like having you here. It's nice. We took Josh to his first trip. We took him to...
we need to talk about that, don't we?
So everybody, we took Josh for his first time to the all-you-can-eat palace of meats that we like to call Texas State Brazil in Columbus,
now
Ohio.
I wish I could smoke out here.
Yeah, I can't smoke in here.
Oh, can I vape in here?
Yeah, you can vape. That's fine.
Okay.
So if you've ever been to a Texas State Brazil or Brazilian steakhouse of any type, they have meat. They come out in a big skewer. We've talked about it on the show before. They just shave it off as much as you want. It's delicious.
If you've never been, and it is an experience you need to go witness.
Yeah.
You thought you've been to the best all-you-can-eat buffet bullshit. No. When people are constantly every 3 minutes walking up to you with a different cut, there's like, I haven't ate the shit that's on my plate, and you're giving me another fucking piece. You put so much shit on your plate, and I had this bit. Like Billy got mashed potatoes, I got mashed. We got all this shit, and we're on this little bitty ass table. Like it's like literally like a 4x4 table.
It's fantastic.
How's that? I want more options. I want 2 to 3 plates. I want to be able to fucking.
Oh, no, that's not how it works, bud.
I know that it felt wrong not to be able to give. Like I felt like but no.
Did you eat so much you got sick?
I didn't get sick. No.
Did you get diarrhea?
I don't want to call it diarrhea, but when we said goodbye, I was fine. Everything was okay. I just ate a ton of different kind of meat selection, from flank to filet to all the kind of steak you want. I tried lamb for the first time. That ain't my thing. If it's your thing, hey, let it be your thing.
He didn't like the lamb, which is okay. It's kind of an acquired taste in a way.
Had some pork, chicken, bacon
wrap chicken?
Yeah, bacon wrap chicken. Had some of that stuff. We said bye. I started turning the corner to go back to where my car was parked in the garage, and I realized that I needed to go use the bathroom, and not a normal bathroom break.
Explosion.
Okay. Yes. Well, kind of. I was Googling on my phone, where's the nearest gas station? Okay.
They're not close either.
No, they were not.
No.
So I'm thinking, okay, we'll try to make it there. We'll try to make it there. Okay. No, it's not going to get into a poop, but it is about a poop. There, Lindsay. And I get to my car, and as I'm walking there, the other killer is I smoked a cigarette on the way to the car. And that is typically, I don't know what it is about me, but if I ever do need to go number 2, if I smoke a cigarette, it just...
and nicotine's a natural laxative.
Just
actually.
makes it happen, right?
Yeah, of course. That's why everybody always smokes first thing in the morning. It makes them poop. Coffee and a cigarette makes you go to the bathroom.
And no, Lindsay, I did not, fortunately, but when I sat down in my car to pull out of the parking garage, I could have swore I had to make peace with the fact that I was going to shit my pants. When I sat down, y'all all been there. If you've ever been that close, you're like, oh my, this is going to fucking happen. I don't know how we're going to have to drive home with fucking shit-soiled fucking britches and shit, but it's going to have to happen. I put it in fucking reverse to get out of the parking garage as quick as possible. Then all of a sudden I look over there and I'm pulling out and I realize, oh shit, the mall's right there.
Yeah, but trying to find a bathroom in that mall when you got a shit real bad, you're running around.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
I got scared to death. I find a parking spot within about a minute. Get out of the car. Look, a minute was too long from the first time when I sat down in the car. My butt cheeks, like you were saying, I'm making diamonds right now, okay? Like, I walk in the mall. These 2 old ladies are staring at the map, so I'm not trying to be rude with them. The movie theater's downstairs. There's malls. There's like stores upstairs or whatever. And I'm staring. Where is the most logical place for a bathroom right now? Would it be down on the first floor with the movie theater?
It's over by the comedy club.
I don't know, but whatever door I went through, I went down the escalator, and not only did I go down, I walked down the escalator. Okay, and I hurried fucking pace. And when I got down there to the first hallway to the right, it said restrooms this way.
So you made it. You got lucky.
Well, I thought I almost made it. I thought I was almost there. And the very first door I took, it wasn't it.
Where'd you end up at?
I don't know what the fuck that door was, but it wasn't the bathroom. And I was like, oh, shit. But I did wind up making it because it was the next hallway to the left.
Oh, my God.
Yes. You talk about, like, I enjoyed the meal. It was a great fucking meal.
Oh, yeah.
They had an awesome cheesecake. That thing was bomb. All right. But being scared to death about my asshole exploding... There was a solid 5 minutes. That's the only thing I was fucking concerned about.
That's hilarious.
Like,
that's why I'm like, you just go before you leave.
Like, this is going. I should have pulled a U. I should have done it.
You just gotta go before you leave. You splattered all over JCPenney. I know you splattered all over fucking what was it? Hobby Lobby. I think Lindsay's had it. Lindsay's a mess. I mean, I've shit in my pants. I'm not gonna lie. I'm fat. I like to eat. I've shit in my pants a lot. A lot. Not a lot, but it happens.
There's been situations.
There's a time when you trust a fart a little too much and you get a shart.
I've been there.
Right?
I understand.
But when you're in a semi and you do it,
oh shit,
it's terrible. Don't worry about it. It's fine. It happens all the time. That thing's a piece of shit. It's terrible.
That's an interesting sound.
Yeah, I know.
It sounds like you dropped a rock down a fucking cave.
Kinda, yeah. Oh Jesus! I'll tell you, I'm looking at this Hobby Lobby Walgreens. Oh my God!
Cemetery.
She was driving. Lindsay, my wife.
You shit in a cemetery?
Was driving home from school. Or no. It was when she was in clinicals in London, which is out 38 from here.
Mm-hmm.
She's coming home and she has an attack, like a poop attack.
Yeah.
And the only place she could find, she pulled into a cemetery and shit in the back of a cemetery. Come to find out, it was her coworker's family cemetery that she worked with, right?
A private family cemetery, not even like a public one. Oh, shit.
Yeah, she done that. We were in Florida with her grandpa, bless his heart. God rest his soul. I love the man. And we were at dinner, and we were on our way home, and his girlfriend was with us too. And Lindsay had an attack at Walgreens. We had to pull into this Walgreens. She ran inside. And she didn't make it.
Oh, Lord.
And she calls me on the phone. I'm sitting out in the car with her grandpa and his girlfriend. And she says, I need you to come in here. I need to get cleaned up. I had to go take her a thing of wipies. She had to clean herself up with wipies in the Walgreens bathroom.
By the way, why did we not use wet wipes more?
I use them.
Why is our natural selection at
dry toilet paper?
Yes.
I don't know. We have a bidet upstairs, so.
At Walmart, y'all have a bidet?
No, here.
Oh, here.
Our house,
okay.
yes. We have a bidet.
Okay.
Have you ever used one?
No.
They're fantastic. There's something about walking away from the toilet.
We have been escalating the
ass.
shit talk all for like
shit is always shit. It doesn't matter. Shit always
has been
becomes
interesting.
shit always becomes funny. I mean, we're there's like nobody listening right now.
No,
so-
we're good. So
Lindsay, I don't give a fuck. People will listen when I record it or when I post, but shit is funny always. You're missing out if you don't have a bidet. Yeah, you are. Honestly, bidets are great for a few things, okay? One, they clean your ass.
yeah, I get that.
Okay?
Part.
They really do.
I got nothing against them. I just ain't never had one.
Right. Well, let me tell you, the first time you use one, it'll startle you a little bit because, like, most of the time, like, ours is cold water, obviously, because it comes out of the supply line of the toilet. The first time you turn that thing on, it shoots right up your brown eye. It'll. I wish Andy was on here. Andy tried it at our house one time, and he like,
What the fuck was that?
he liked it. Obviously,
was just, like,
he enjoyed
startled.
it. Right, but it started. It's good for two things: that cleaning your asshole, and then you also just pat dry, with the paper towel.
Yeah.
Not paper towel, but toilet paper. The other thing is when you're constipated, if you angle your ass right, it'll like stimulate your butthole to poop.
Okay.
I mean, I know it's kind of fucked up, but it does work.
Okay.
It's like a bidet-enema. Yep.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Yeah.
Things we can get into on conversation.
So
sometimes.
Buc-ee's, you were asked about Buc-ee's.
Yeah.
Lindsay was.
That's the big chain store gas station.
They're huge.
Thing.
Let's see. Helps clean up periods.
Like being on the road, driving and delivering and shit. I eat gas station food. The hot
Buc-ee's
shit.
has brisket. Like they actually smoke their own brisket. So
I don't deliver in any places like that.
I don't either. How many? Let's see. Buc-ee's, they have like 150 pumps or something, and they don't allow truck drivers in.
What?
They don't have diesel pumps. They're not a truck stop.
They're just a gas station.
Yeah,
That
A
has
giant
big-
gas
big ass
station.
store.
that has a store in it. Yeah, they have Chad. Chad's back.
Welcome back.
Where'd you go, Chad? We miss you, Chad. I wish you guys lived closer, man. We could all have a blast, dude. Seriously, we could get crazy, get drunk, and fucking laugh and shit, have fun. I don't even drink that much anymore. I wish I just don't. I don't know why. I used to drink a lot of beer. I don't even drink beer anymore. I got a guy that wants to come look at my car, but I don't know if I really want to sell it now or not. So, kind of up in the air about it. I mean, if I could get a decent amount for it, then I would sell it. But been here the whole time. Oh, okay. Lindsay says don't sell. I don't know. I kind of want to get a Cadillac, in a way. But I kind of want to keep my car, too, because I know there's no problems with it. You know what I mean? Like, I know it's a good car, and I know it runs, and I don't necessarily want somebody else's headache. So, I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't want somebody else's headache.
No. Because they're selling it for a reason, and it may be the reason that you don't want it for.
Right.
Think of any time you wanted to sell a car that had a problem. Did you ever actually, were you honest about it from the very beginning?
Yeah.
You were? Okay. Most people, like you said, your earlier interaction, right? Most people aren't.
Yeah, I am
Rolling
because...
another rock down the cave.
That's all right. I am because I feel like it's karma. If you sell
gotcha.
somebody a piece of shit,
Then it'll come back on
it's going
you.
to come back on you when you want to buy a car. You're going to end up getting a piece of shit.
I've
So-
never actually sold any of my cars.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They either wind up fucking breaking down to the point to where they need to be fucking scrapped, or I still have them. Like, I still have the car I got in high school, a 2002 Jeep Grand Cherokee.
Was that your mail car?
No, it was personal. I did wind up having two or three Jeep Grand Cherokees that were mail vehicles, but they were completely different. Like, this one was the one I got when I graduated high school.
Is that why you kept it? Because it was like kind of nostalgia?
Yeah, pretty much.
I understand.
First car kind of deal.
If I had to go through all the cars I've had since high school, we'd be sitting here for another half hour.
Like, it literally sits in the driveway back in Manchester, Tennessee, and, like, I put a new battery in it last year to start it up, but she needs the oil change, she needs the diff fluid change, she needs a new fucking workup all the way around
Yeah.
before she'll ever be, like, lit. And then even when I last put her in the driveway, like, the suspension was going out in it, too.
Oh, that sucks.
It's one of those things you just look at and you're just like, God, there's so much work to put into it.
See, when it comes to cars, I have what you would call the caviar, like beluga caviar taste on a water bottle budget. Like, I want like a new.
Go ahead and set that back over there.
I want a new
I'm done with that
BMW.
one. Thank you.
You're welcome. Like I want a BMW, I want a Mercedes, I want a Tesla.
Yeah.
I want everything that's cool and awesome, but I can't afford it. So
I mean, the only reason I would want a Tesla is the simple fact that that thing can go 0 to 60 in like 1.6, 1.7 seconds. That is the only reason.
the Model S Plaid is
Yes.
fucking nasty. Yeah.
Yes.
I should have seen a video of Model S Plaid just whipping a supercar. So
Lindsay, I'm sober.
yeah, karma. So selling cars. If you're a piece of shit and you sell a car and don't just honestly tell what's wrong with it, I couldn't do that. I'd feel bad. Honest to God, I would really feel bad.
I get to go. Yeah, it's just. I mean, you just feel weird. I wouldn't do it myself, but I've never actually sold one. Been enough. Lies were not detected. Woman, you don't know who you're talking to when it comes. I've been here for what?
Well, we're
2
going
hours?
On, we're going on 2 hours. Yeah.
Yeah. The amount of alcohol I've drank, it's gone. Well, there's a little bit, but I'm still good. We'll make it home just fine. Plus, I get to run a new area tomorrow. That's going to be interesting.
What part of Ohio are you going to be in tomorrow?
I'm kind of frustrated because I needed to be on that other route because there was a situation, and I asked today to be put on that fucking route, and they didn't put me there.
A situation.
Okay, so just call this route 00, and the route I'm on is 01.
Okay.
Well, 00 had a situation where Thursday I picked up a package from this business over in the East Columbus area, whatever.
Okay.
And it was weird because typically picking up a package, you just scan the barcode and you go. Well, there was a shipping label over the barcode. Okay, and I didn't understand this. So I just got my scanner to where it could get a hold of that barcode. Didn't actually look at the physical address on the barcode itself. Scanned it, picked up, took it home. Next morning, I'm out at my 3rd or 5th stop, and I see this package just sitting in the back of the truck. But now, the shipping label of the packing is ripped off, and I can see the label was the original business that had sent it. They were using a box that was previously sent to them and did not rip off the label, and I scanned the wrong damn label. And it's a situation where it's called a call tag. Like you can request somebody, FedEx, to come pick up, and we'll actually send you a label for your package. But nobody ever gave me that label. They're supposed to in the morning. Never did it. Never informed me of that situation. And I get out there and I spend fucking 20, 30 minutes the first time talking with the customer. They're trying to figure out the situation. I was like, hey, okay, I'm going to be back in 10 minutes. I'm going to go do these deliveries. Y'all find that paperwork. I know how this works. I can get this solved for you. Okay. And if I was back home in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, they could solve this. FedEx has this thing when I go back to the station as a terminal, Chad, you would basically call them your clerks, your supervisors, 204Bs, whatever, the people that kind of handle and fix shit, supposedly. But they're called QA here with FedEx. And back home in Murfreesboro, my QA team really solved problems. If I had a problem and I came back, the shit got fixed.
Quality assurance.
Yes, quality assurance.
Right
there we
on.
go. I never actually thought about what it meant. I'm going to be honest with you. I thought it was question and answer.
I guess it could be. I assume
You
QA,
have a question,
quality
they
assurance.
should have the answer. But quality assurance also makes sense. And I bring this stuff back. I talk to one of them. He points me in the direction of the other person. I have the shipping label. I have the order form. I have everything to visibly tell you where this package should go. And there was just a mistake on this day. I need you to print me another label with another tracking number so we can send it out and be honest to this customer and their service and them shipping it through fucking FedEx. Literally the second day I walked in this business after running it for the past 5 days, he said, I don't know why we ever get anything from FedEx. Fuck FedEx. Like, I didn't do shit. I've just been here for 2 days. Right?
Aww.
But like me taking that time that morning with that customer, he's like, I appreciate you doing this.
But
Right?
yeah, of course.
But when I get back to FedEx, I deal with this stupid ass QA person, and I show him all the paperwork. He's like, well, I can't do nothing with that. That tracking number done disappeared. Well, sir, here is who's sending the package. This is where it's going. The customer has paid for it. Here is the actual account information through FedEx. Here's their FedEx account number.
Right?
And you can't fix this for me. No, sir, I can't verify where you got all this for. And in my head, I said, fuck you. And my physical emotions, I just laughed and said, I ain't got time for this shit. Took the package, Went back to the first guy I talked to. It's like, sir, I need you to hold this package till Monday so I can go back out and talk to the customer. Like, it's something I carry from the Postal Service. It's like, no matter what you do, whatever you like, the best quote in this world to a certain degree is the quote by Martin Luther King Jr. when he says, if you're going to be a sweet sweeper, I'm going to paraphrase, be the best damn sweet sweeper you can be.
Street sweeper.
Sweet sweeper.
Sweet streeper.
Sweets. Yeah, we sweeping all the sweets. But if you're going to do something, then just do it to the best of your ability with all the love in your heart and everything you can with it, right?
Yeah, I mean, I get it. That's a great way to be, honestly, so...
But when people don't put that energy in this life, you're just like, what the fuck you doing?
Well, I mean, it's frustrating as a customer when, like, I mean, honestly, everybody kind of bitched about FedEx, but I bitched about the post office because I've had shit from the post office disappear and never get here. So, to me, FedEx, but FedEx is always like, if something's sent FedEx, it's usually here early.
Well, because you're literally right on the way in on the territory.
No, I'm talking about like the package could be a day or two early. It's always quick. The post office, no offense to anybody that works at the post office, but like our post office here, no offense again, Amy, because I know you work for the post office, but
it's not on their end though, so you're okay.
Right. It's not the mail carriers, and I know it's
got to get to them first.
It goes through Columbus first, and it comes here.
Yeah.
And it's like shit's fucking slow. Their tracking is never updated. At least FedEx, it's like your package is right here. Your package is right here. UPS is the same way. You know where your shit's at, and when you order something, you know you're excited to get it.
Yeah,
that's why I shop Amazon so much because.
Do you see me when I rode on the back of the truck, the adult ice cream truck? I posted on Facebook. My FedEx truck was so dirty on the back.
Oh yeah.
I wrote out the adult ice cream truck.
It is because you're excited for it. Aiden's T-shirt got to you early,
and then there's like that. There's that meme.
That's true. It did, Chad. But most things ship post office, though, they don't get here early. Honestly, they're very, very slow here.
Well, that's because we can go in off into this, but Postmaster Joy has critically slowed down the post office. It used to be your letter would be on a 2 to 3 day window if you mailed a letter, and now I think it's a 2 to 5 day window.
That's sad.
They've delayed the service standard. Plus, at the same time, one of my co-hosts in the podcast, we didn't actually talk about it, but he's talking about he needs to cut another 50,000 employees from an already hurting post office. Many rural routes, rural offices, and even city clerks, they need help. They don't have enough staff in the offices themselves to do the services. Many routes, like I've got one of my co-hosts, Bill May, out of Pennsylvania. 4 routes have sat in his office the past couple of days. Nobody went out and delivered those routes.
So those people, those routes never got their mail?
Never got their mail that day, whichever day that happened to be.
What are you looking for?
Yeah, I dropped a cap. I got it.
Well, we'll turn the lights on here in a minute because we need to wrap up anyway.
Yeah, see, Kristen will tell you, don't do a podcast with me because I keep your ass talking.
No, I'm fine with it. We never do this anyway. It's nice to bullshit and have a good time. I appreciate you coming down, and I really do.
I appreciate the opportunity.
It's been fun, and you're more than welcome to... If you're here next week on Sunday, please come down. Robert will be back, Rex Ramrod, and I've even got I went and got another stand for that tonight.
Yeah.
And we got this chair set up right here for you, which is a nice big comfy
if
chair.
I don't get shipped out to rural Illinois, well, I'll be back here on Sunday.
There you go. You're more than welcome to, and we appreciate everybody listening tonight. Thank you guys for tuning in. We really appreciate the mail talk and
just the real talk, right?
The butthole talk and the shit talk and everything else. So
the bullshit.
The bullshit, yeah, exactly.
Welcome to the bullshit.
That's right. All right, guys, check us out, www.thetruckindad.com, for the big subscribe to all our forms of media, whether it be the podcast, YouTube, whatever. Check us out, like our pages, share my fucking post, because if you don't and I find out, I'm going to kick your ass. I need you to share my post. There's that stupid thing on Instagram, and it says, yo, man, why aren't you famous yet? And the guy says, because you didn't share my shit. Take that, motherfuckers. You didn't share my shit. Share my shit, I can get famous.
Well, you kept your bathroom door locked, bud.
Yes. And also, make sure if you are a mail carrier or interested in mail carrying, check out Rural Deviation Podcast on Facebook. We'll link it.
Next Tuesday night.
Yeah, next Tuesday night. We'll link it right here. Actually, he can put it in the comments, and I'll have him link it for us. So that way you can check out the Rural Deviation. Unfortunately, I'm asleep when he starts. I go to bed at like 6:30, 7 o'clock. So
let's see here. Let's get into this.
He's gonna tag his post in there right now.
Sure. I don't. If anybody knows me, I hate doing this, but since I'm here and I kind of got an out for it, let's go ahead and just. I don't know. I'm weird about when it comes to promoting my own shit.
Plug your shit, man. That's what it's here for. I don't care. Lindsay put Roll Deviation in there. Hopefully I can't see if you actually tagged it because it's not.
She just typed it out. I'm getting to it.
But yeah, check it out, guys. It's good content if you're a mail carrier or interested in being, maybe even becoming a mail carrier or whatever. I'm sure these motherfuckers will talk you out of it. But
if you want some real talk, we got it. We have a rotating cast of like 8 or 9 people that come in and out. Many of them are regulars on every weekly. Even though I'm traveling and I'm away from home, we still do it. There it is. It should be in there. Okay.
Well, actually, you just click right there on Roll Deviation, take you right to his Facebook page. You can like his page from there. And
yeah,
there you go.
That's all we do. We try to have real conversations and just.
Hey, Mom. Tuned in a little bit late.
I don't know. This world's got enough people that want to avoid having real conversations.
That's the truth.
It's like, well, hell, if we can just get the pain over with right now, we'll save our the best quote. Well, not one of the quotes when it relates to this conversation is from Jordan Peterson. Conflict delayed is conflict multiplied. No matter what we're talking about in life, if you delay actually addressing it, we all know this to be true. It just takes someone actually saying it out loud. You delay actually talking about something, it's going to get worse. If you don't address the problem now, it's going to balloon into something you can't control.
Just like my car.
Well, that was a different one. It was actually a small issue. You just built it up to be a big one.
Well, yeah, but it became a larger issue because I let it sit.
Oh, yes, that one little part.
Yeah, so.
But it didn't wind up costing you that much. So
no, but it's still, it's like everything in life in general. Yeah. You say what you said, and it's very true. If you let it sit, it gets worse. So. Yeah.
And it's not like it's my knowledge. I get my knowledge from just reading other shit.
Yep, we all do.
Right.
Actually, and I want to just say this real quick. I found a roller grill on Amazon for $71.99. It's a home roller grill, and I want that for Christmas. Mom, I'll send it to you.
Is the roller grill the shit from Speedway and Buc-ee's you were talking about?
Look.
Oh, God. You want a home one?
I want a home roller grill.
How long does it take to cook a hot dog on that motherfucker?
I don't know. I can tell Lindsay to put them on at noon, and I get home like 1 or 2 o'clock. I'll have me fucking fresh hot dogs. I'm serious about this. You're not getting one. Yes, I am. We got plenty of counter space in this house.
And it's like, if we didn't, I'd build another countertop.
That's right, by God. No, I'm just kidding. It would be cool to have your own roller grill. But anyway, guys, thanks for tuning in tonight. We really appreciate it. Check out Roll Deviation right here tagged in our comments. Check out www.thetruckindad.com. Actually, I might even put him on my link tree just for a few days here, so if you want to check that out, you can. Anyways, thanks again for checking us out. We appreciate it. Keep between the mush and the mayonnaise, everybody.
Y'all take it easy.
Take it easy, everybody. Once again, thank you much. See ya.